cloudy with areas of fog tonight, a low of 35. Right now, winds out of the south at 8 miles an hour, 43 degrees. It is 4 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by CVS Health.
I'm Cammie McCormick. President Trump is making an announcement shortly with his top national security officials as questions mount over his actions against Venezuela. Olivia Rinaldi reports the Coast Guard was pursuing another oil tanker off Venezuela.
In a statement to CBS News, an administration official said the U.S. Coast Guard is in active pursuit of a sanctioned dark fleet vessel that is part of Venezuela's illegal sanctions evasion. They say that the ship is flying under a false flag and is under a judicial seizure order. We do not have word, though, yet if this particular vessel has been seized.
Lawmakers are stewing over the partial release of the Jeffrey Epstein files and all the redactions. CBS's Scott McFarlane has more.
It's a bipartisan dynamic, just like it was a bipartisan bill that forced the Epstein files to be released. You're hearing from Republicans and Democrats who say they wanted more out there. They'll consider some type of contempt finding against the U.S. Attorney General. And the word impeachment's been thrown around, articles of impeachment against some federal officials. That really is just political rhetoric, but it's telling that that's the political rhetoric. 3 days after the first release of Epstein files, this remains a brush fire that the administration has not and maybe cannot contain.
Lawyers for former CIA Director John Brennan want the Justice Department to be prevented from steering an investigation of him and other former government officials to what they called a favored judge in Florida who dismissed the classified documents case against the president. Millions of Americans are traveling today ahead of Christmas. Marla Diamond reports from the New Jersey Turnpike.
8 million will take to the skies, but according to AAA, 110 million will drive.
We're leaving New York City for the first time ever, visiting there for Christmas holiday, and we're from North Carolina.
I'm from Florida, actually. I came up to visit for Christmas.
AAA says the best time to travel pre-Christmas and the day after is any time before 10 a.m.
A woman who was once the oldest National Park Service ranger has died at the age of 104. Stacy Lynn reports.
Betty Reed Soskin became a park ranger when she was 84 and worked at the Rosie the Riveter National Historical Park in Richmond, California. And while she officially retired 4 years ago, she had told CBS News,
I'm still working. I don't know if I'll ever really retire.
The National Park Service posted on social media, "Thank you for your service, Ranger Betty."
The Chiefs have announced their intent to leave their Missouri home of 50-plus years at Arrowhead Stadium and relocate to Kansas. On Wall Street today, stocks finished higher. This is CBS News.
Through trusted relationships and national reach, CVS Health is uniquely positioned to simplify care. Learn more at cvshealth.com/Investor Day.
Chicago's news, traffic, and weather station, News Radio 105.9 and WBBMNewsRadio.com.
4:03 Monday, Christmas week. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. It's the 22nd day of December. I'm Lisa Fielding. We have cloudy skies. It's been a dark Monday. 43 degrees now. South winds at 8 miles an hour. It's officially winter, but a more seasonal Christmas week ahead. The AccuWeather 5-day forecast coming up at 4:15. But first, at 4, 6 alleged Chicago gang members have been charged with racketeering in a scheme that federal prosecutors say involved 13 murders, plus robberies, assaults, and carjackings. Our top story from WBBM's Nancy Hardy.
The 26-page indictment details allegations that Dante Harper, Tyrone Foy, Taiwan Tapler, Robert Lee Thomas, Davion Harris, and Davion McClure carried out the violence as members of the Face World street gang. Prosecutors accused the men, now mostly in their 20s, of stealing cars to drive through rival gang territory and shoot their enemies. In one case, Thomas is accused of shooting 3 people on a CTA bus in 2019, while Harper allegedly shot at mourners at a rival's funeral in 2020. Prosecutors say the men threatened victims and witnesses to stop them from cooperating with law enforcement and bragged about their crimes on social media. Nancy Hardy, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
The ICE facility in the western suburbs has become the focus of protests over the Trump administration's immigration policy. Appears to be getting ready for dozens more detainees. 4 members of Chicago's congressional delegation showed up outside the facility in Broadview this morning for what they say was an unannounced tour of the building. Afterward, Chicago Democratic Congressman Jesus Chuy Garcia Told reporters he and his colleagues only saw 2 detainees being processed inside the building this morning in what he described as tight and cold conditions.
What we witnessed reflects a system that treats human beings as inventory. They call them bodies, and they call it removing them as fast as possible.
The lawmakers say they were told the facility is preparing to handle as many as 85 people at a time when Operation Midway Blitz picks up again. An electrical fire last night leaves a 5-story building in Wheeling uninhabitable. No one was hurt, but fire broke out shortly before 11 o'clock in the 300 block of Plum Creek Drive. Even though the flames were put out quickly, 140 residents were forced from their homes due to smoke and electronic hazards. The Wheeling Fire Department working with building officials to get power restored to the property as soon as possible. Still no word on the cause. Hundreds of Illinoisans may have ended up on the naughty list this holiday due to their suggestions for personalized license plates.
Illinois Secretary of State Alexei Janulius says his office received more than 55,000 vanity and personalized plate requests this year. Over 550 were denied for being inflammatory, profane, offensive, or just too difficult to read.
Some of the rejected plates included BBL, which apparently stands for Brazilian butt lift, which had to be explained to me.
Janulius says he appreciates the creativity, but encourages residents to keep it clean.
If you're interested in a vanity or personalized plate, visit our Pick a Plate page at ilsos.gov.
Haley Hansen, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Chicago Bears have clinched a spot in the NFL playoffs, so now the question is, who will they play?
The Bears haven't been to the playoffs since 2020 when they lost in the wild card game against the New Orleans Saints. 2018 was the last time the Bears hosted a playoff game, and they lost to the Philadelphia Eagles. As it stands today, and things can change over the final 2 weeks of the season, the Bears, with the second best record in the NFC, would take on the team with the 7th best record, and right now, that would be the Green Bay Packers on January 10th, 11th, or 12th at Soldier Field. As for ticket prices, a quick check on StubHub has tickets going for anywhere from $631 to nearly $3,000 per ticket. Bernie Tafoya, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Some armed robbers hit a 7-Eleven store in the Norwood Park neighborhood. It happened in the 6300 block of North Milwaukee, just southeast of Devon. Officers say 3 men with guns entered the store at 4 a.m. and beat up a 33-year-old employee before taking property. Staffers say the thieves made off with a bunch of cigarettes and around $400. At this hour, no one is in custody. Remember, your health is always in the headlines, and it's always right here on WBBM News Radio. From breaking medical research to public safety alerts, from everyday wellness tips to the latest on local hospitals and healthcare access, we report on the facts that matter. Count on News Radio 105.9 WBBM to keep you informed, prepared, and healthy every day and into the new year. It's 4:08 now. Time to check in on the road. It's a big travel day, Neil Fiorito.
It is, and we have a real situation here on the Tri-State Tollway. The southbound side is miserable from I-80 to the Bishop Ford. You have a 6-mile backup getting into northwest Indiana. Crash involving a semi right at the Bishop Ford. 3 left lanes are closed. We're getting reports that the trailer's split in half, and there's 40,000 pounds of spilled beer on the roadway. This is on the Tri-State southbound at the Bishop Ford Freeway. Going to be a while. Avoid it if you can. Stay to the north of that area on 159th and take that eastbound instead. A lot to see on the Tri-State northbound, and that's why you have a big backup.
Tri-State northbound.
From Calumet.
A bunch of beer just spilled out.
The other trouble spot is on the Stevenson and Bonnet Cass Avenue. A 4-vehicle crash. Reports of injuries involved blocking a lane. Your stop and go from Lamont
by
Road.
the Bishop
45
Ford.
For now to get in from the Veterans Tollway to DeSable Lakeshore Drive. 26 in from the Tri-State. On the outbound Stevenson, 35 to the Midway exit. That's Cicero Avenue. 49 to the Tri-State, over an hour to 355. The Edens coming in 23 and 19 on the way out. Looking at the Kennedy Expressway, you're 32 out to Montrose. You save 2 in the Express. 51 out to the airport. Heavy in spots inbound from the River Road Toll Plaza to past Kimball. Traffic's okay near the Wintrust Mural near North Avenue. 37 in from O'Hare into downtown. Eisenhower out to Mannheim. Expect 46 in hour 4 to I-90. 53 in, you're 29 in from Mannheim. Southside expressways, you're still okay on the inbound Ryan. Outbound is heavy in spots leading downtown to 95th Street. 36 on the way out. Nothing major on 57 or the 4. Typical backups on DuSable Lakeshore Drive either way near Chicago Avenue, and some delays as you make your way through Graham Park as well. In the northwest suburbs, no issues on Route 53. Southwest suburbs, a delay on I-80 eastbound from LaGrange Road before I-57. From the Metro Traffic Center, next report, 418 News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Kind of a dark and dingy Monday, but seasonably warmish. That's my new phrase. Seasonally warmish this whole week. We're going to have a high of 45 today, a low tonight of 35. Temperatures mainly in the mid to upper 40s all week, even 50 by Friday, a warmer Christmas day, certainly not a white Christmas day this year. 43 at O'Hare, 40 Aurora, 42 Lakefront. Stocks begin the shortened Christmas week, trading week in the green. The Dow up to 27. It's 410.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. Hurry! It's your last chance to donate for 20.
As you see, hey, what's up, everybody? SubX.News on the spot reporting 4:10 p.m. December 22nd, 2025. It is Christmas week. It's here. That's it. No, it ain't next week. It ain't last week. It ain't next month. It's this week. Christmas is this week. If you haven't been paying attention, it's here. That's it. Yeah, it's Christmas week. That's it. Came by quick, didn't it, this year? If I don't say Merry Christmas to everybody, Happy Holidays. Hope everybody's doing whatever they need to be doing. There's some people that are going to be working. There's some people that are already traveling. There's some people that are just going to stay in their house and hunker down. Whatever you do for the Christmas holidays, be safe, be careful, and wish you all the happiness that you wish for and the gifts that you want, right? And sometimes people just want to be left alone and don't bother them. And that's a good thing sometimes. So we're going to go our regular routes, see what's going on. As usual, the mayor is now touting the low homicide numbers. Low homicide numbers doesn't mean low crime numbers. Low crime numbers doesn't mean low crime. So we all know that. I mean, we just had an 18-year-old that was murdered last night in Austin, in Brandon Johnson's own neighborhood. He went to Loretta Hospital with a shotgun. He drove himself to the hospital, shot in the chest. He died in the hospital. We don't know where he was shot or anything because there's no shot spotter or nothing. Now, maybe the investigation will uncover something. But as you heard on the news, it takes 2 to 3 years. They just arrested, what are those gang members? What, 25-page indictment? When I get home tonight, I'll get that 25-page indictment and I'll write it up. And that all happened during the COVID times, if you heard it. That happened in 2009, 2019, 2020. So we were allowing crime to happen, right? And that was under Lightfoot's time. And that was bad, and she was a prosecutor. So we're going to look at that case, see who those guys were, why they allowed the crime to happen for so many years and they didn't charge them. I mean, these are the things that we need to start asking. Why didn't we charge these people the first time they got arrested? Why were they allowed to run around causing havoc, right? Oh, there's the cops right here. Right? There's a cop car right here. Maybe we'll listen to some of the radio calls and see what's going on, right?
Frequency mode.
There we go. Otherwise, what else is going on in the city? Well, a couple of fires happened over the weekend. United States took another one of those oil vessels from Venezuela again. I don't know, we're going to ramp up that war. Oh, I'm going to look at some of my notes here. What else is going on? That's about it. I mean, the same kind of stuff that's going on. We're going to go see what's going on. Oh, yeah, a lot of burglaries, a lot of robberies happening over the weekend, the last few days. More CTA violence. So, I mean, the crime isn't down. I don't know why people keep saying it is. I mean, do you feel safe? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't care. I live the way I live, so I don't care one way or another, safe or not. I take care of myself, right? Here, there's a cop right there, right? That's a cop car right there. See that? They're stationed here at the station, right? We're gonna see what's going on. Hey, there's cops right there. Don't you see them? We're so safe. Why do we have to have our cops right there? You see the cops right there? There's cops right there. See them right there? The cops are right there, right? So we have a bunch of cops out here today.
79 red line is 08251.
Cops are by the dope spot around McDonald's, Clark and Blue Line today. A bunch of them. So you see that, right? They're all right here, the cops. Oh, I didn't put on the news, sorry. We'll catch news at 4:30. You know, everybody, they're gonna shut this down here. They're rebuilding the state lake line over here.
Upper and lower Illinois, Illinois Medical District. I got 08264 and 08267.
They'll go down there. We'll check this out here, right? Oh man, they got a cop right there, man.
31 units in citywide. We're getting a person with knife in 87 in Spade. Caller is having a dispute with the child's father. He's a black male wearing a brown coat, teal jacket, and blue backpack who took her phone and has a pocket knife. District 6, Zone 8 clear.
There you go, man. The cops are hot and heavy downtown. They cleared out the dope spot here, man. Look at this.
The units in 12 citywide, a person with a gun, 2701 West Washington.
There you go, man.
2701 West
They got the
Washington.
dope spot all cleaned out here.
Says that his cousin put his hands on him and is threatening with a gun. Defender's name is Kindle. He has a gun. Nothing further on it. 12 district.
Got that dope spots are cleaned out over the weekend. They might want to. Maybe Brandon Johnson wants Santa Claus to come to Chicago, huh? That's what it looks like.
382, Adam. Plus number 7960, normal and.
They're cracking down on all the dope spots downtown, huh? Oh, you gonna blame that one on me too, right, drug dealers? Hey, drug dealers, you gonna blame that on me too, right? Yeah, fuck you. Assholes. Fucking drug dealing motherfuckers. Fuck you, sorry about that. Fuck you, motherfuckers. Drug dealing pricks. Fuckers. Yeah, you know what? You're so lazy you deal drugs to each other, right? Yeah, get lost. Every one of you should be put in prison for 20 years, man. Every single one of you. Fuck you. Shit, that's how I'm starting out my Monday. Yeah, I'm tired of that shit. Fuckers. Fucking dealing poison to your own people most of the time, right? Yeah. That's some nasty shit, man. And then you go on the internet pretending you're an innocent guy, right? Yeah, whatever. The dope spots are shut down around here. We just.
Number 7960. I gave you that number. 08284. 08284.
Except we found him down the road here. They pushed him a little bit into the lower whacker now. Did you see the drug dealers right there? 4:15 p.m., December 22nd, 2025. Yeah, somebody's sleeping there, right? See that bed there? That's where you can lay down when you're on your drugs. Got that? You just seen the drug dealers right in back of us, right? They're all in back of us right now. Didn't you just see them? That's why I stopped, right?
82-4. Yes, event number for a bus ride, bus number 8633, going eastbound Roosevelt from Costner.
There you go. They shut down the drug spots over by Lake Street, but now they're moving them over here. They got these mattresses out, so when you get doped up, you can lay down on there, right? See that there? The drug dealers are right in back of us, by the way, on their Lower Wacker Drive. You seen the drug dealers right there, right? You see the cardboards, right? So all the drug guys are over here now. You see that there? They're hanging out here. See that? You seen the mattress? You see the cardboard there. So they're moved over here into this area. So they pushed out the drug dealers and dopers from Lake Street, and they're now down in this area. Closer to Michigan Avenue. On their Lower Wacker Drive. 4:20 p.m. December 22nd, 2025. That's how it is, man. It's a never-ending game of whack-a-mole.
Launching its free doula program for women living in the area who are underserved or uninsured or on Medicaid to help change that narrative.
It's a mission to bridge the access gap between pregnant black women on the south side and the
Sorry about the swearing.
That could be the difference.
Hopefully that'll be the last time I do that. What is this? What is this? You're so stupid. Oh, there we go. And let's videotape this guy. Oh, we got a drug dealer. Hey, everybody. Maurice Crawford, the drug dealing motherfucker. We got an FBI. Thank you, bro. I'm gonna turn your ass into the FBI. Maybe you get one of these conspiracy theories on. Let's see, Maurice Crawford. Let's read what he has to say to us. I want to read this into the record. Maurice, that's good. I haven't put somebody in prison for a while. I'm gonna turn your shit in. You're a fucking domestic terrorist, prick. Here, look at this. You're so stupid, you're supposed to lift some people up, not knock them down. If you're already down, you pose to be some kind of media, but you're full of shit. Wait, so I'm supposed to help drug dealers that deal drugs to their own race? Yeah, I don't know. That's not what media does. Let's see the next comment.
7363.
You must want some, you study, you're worrying about them and then looking for them, but you're looking for them. I'm looking for them. I'm a reporter driving around in my car, bro. They're dealing drugs in public in downtown. They're criminal bitches like you, bitch. Got that, bitch? Yeah, they're criminals like you criminal. Come on with it. Come on with it. Come on and threaten me one more time with that gun shit. You're that prick that threatened me with the gun, ain't you, Maurice? I know you, motherfucker. I know your face from the time you tried to run me off the road in the summer. I remember you, my brother. Yeah, I remember you. You come on and try that one more time. See how that works out for you, right? Yeah, you keep threatening innocent people, man. I ain't doing nothing wrong. You're dealing drugs on the street corners to your own people, brother. That's who you are. You poison your own people, man. Yeah, that's what you are. There you go. Maurice Crawford poisons his own people. There you go, coming on my page. Why does drug dealers come on my page? Why do you guys think that? Why does a drug dealer come to a guy's page, threatening the media? Got that? Got that? There you go, you just got it, right? Got it. Just showed you, right? They come on my page, right? That's what they do. To harass me, they send me emails all day long threatening my family. Yeah, brother, we're gonna see how this works out for you the next time. We're gonna see how this works out for you. We're gonna see that. I ain't doing nothing wrong, man. You're in public selling drugs, man. That's what you're doing. You're on a public street corner in the downtown of Chicago selling drugs. That's what you're doing, right? That's what you're doing. You're a drug dealer. You're a drug dealing criminal. Got that? And then you come on my page, I'm trying to be nice for Christmas, and you come on my page doing that drug dealing crap, right? That's what you do. You see how this works? You know why? Because they know I'm telling the truth. Then they're lazy. They don't want to work. They want to steal. They want to sell drugs and poison to anybody they can. Right? They don't help no homeless people. There's homeless guys all over here. You see that there? These are drug dealers down here. They deal drugs to these people. Got that? There's migrants that deal drugs. There's white people that deal drugs to these people. There are all kinds of people down here. There's Hispanics. There's Hispanics down here too that deal drugs. Uh-huh. Sure is. That's how it is. There you go. Drug dealer comes to my page telling me I'm supposed to lift people up. What should I do? Should I take some drug dealers home? Drug addicts? Should I bring drug addicts home with me for my Christmas? That's what I should do, right? Put them in my house. While the mayor has a 150-person security detail, right? That's what I should be doing. While the mayor has a $30,000 watch on, right? Talking about crime is down when an 18-year-old just gets murdered in his neighborhood, right? I should take them to my house, right? Yeah, while you keep dealing the dope to people, right? Yeah, you're kidding me, right? Look, man, I can't get through, can I? Can't get through, brother. Alrighty, man. What are you gonna do, dude? There you go. Just pull up, brother. There you go. This is the positive page. Did you see that, Marietta? The drug dealer comes on my page saying it's my fault they're dealing drugs out here. Forget it, Marietta. You don't need to talk about nothing. Let it go and do what you need to do. You got the same issues by your place. Criminals, right? Their world is getting smaller. The law and order. Just wait. When the communists take power, when Mandani and when Brandon Johnson wins this, Brandon Johnson's gonna win a second term. You're gonna see this. When he wins his second term, you're gonna crack every one of your guys' skulls wide open on the side of the street. You'll see what they do. You go look at what communists do to drug dealers, man. You watch what they do to you. I kept telling you guys, you need to wake up. I'm nice, and then you come on my page and threaten me, man. Okay, then I gotta protect myself. That's how it is. Oh, man, look at all the drug dealers over here, man. They're everywhere here. Right? And you see that there? They're all up here, man. They're all up and down up in this road. See that there? They all moved them over here, right? See that? They move them. It's a game of whack-a-mole, right? See that there? He had it in his hand. He had the drugs right in his hand. Don't you see that stuff? They're all moving. They moved them from the one area over here, and they don't have no foot patrols. You see that there? That's all. It's like those race cars, the drifting, the car meets. They just move them from neighborhood to neighborhood. That's what they were doing. When those car meets started, we had a bunch of them down in my area, McKinley Park. Everybody got riled up, so they chased them down the street. It's not crime enforcement, it's not crime interdiction, it's not crime prevention, it's nothing. It's just moving the problem around. Kinda get it? The guy's dealing drugs right there. Don't you see that? He's right there. That guy's dealing drugs. We'll go over by the 7-Eleven over here. Right there. Check out this 7-Eleven, right?
vehicle to avoid the delays on the westbound side of the Borman. Looking at the area expressways, really high travel times all across the board. It's a holiday week, and we have a crash on the Stevenson inbound involving 4 vehicles.
People looking for that Christmas dope.
Jam-packed from 3:55. 50 minutes in, and hour 5 out to the veterans. From the Metro Traffic Center, next report, 438 News Radio 105.9.
You don't need to explain nothing, Marietta. If people don't like my page, you don't need to like my page. I don't care. And you Ku Klux Klan dudes, you need to stay off too. I'm getting tired of your Ku Klux Klan stuff, man. People getting tired of that Ku Klux Klan talking. You need to stay off my page, man. I don't like the Ku Klux Klan, man. I don't like you guys one bit. Stay off with your weird KKK talking, man. It's kind of getting tiresome.
And WBBMNewsRadio.com.
It's 4:30 Monday afternoon. I'm Lisa Fielding. Here are the top stories on News Radio WBBM.
4 of Chicago's members of Congress say the ICE facility in Broadview is getting ready for new arrivals, dozens of them. I'm political editor Jeff Buckles in the western suburbs.
Chicago police warning about a string of burglaries at businesses across the city. Lawmakers threaten Attorney General Bondi with contempt over incomplete Epstein files. Plus, DHS is now offering a $3,000 holiday stipend for undocumented migrants who will voluntarily leave the U.S. before next year in business.
Stocks kicking off a new holiday shortened week with some solid gains. Today, the Dow up 228, the NASDAQ up 121, the S&P adding 44. I'm Tom Busby at Bloomberg.
44 degrees, cloudy skies at 4:31. The ICE facility in the western suburbs has become the focus of protests over the Trump administration's immigration policies over the last several months. And it appears to be preparing for an influx of dozens more detainees. WBBM political editor Jeff Buckholz reports from Broadview.
We have a right to show up unsupervised, unannounced. 4 members of Chicago's congressional delegation showed up outside the ICE facility for what they said was an unannounced tour of the building.
What we walked into was a cold place of detention.
Congresswoman Delia Rivera.
There you go. See the cops over there? What these guys are doing, man. They're walking around.
She says she tried to get that person a waiver so they could begin work on their case. Her request is today. She also says the facility is expecting as many as 85 people at a time in the weeks to come, along with
They're doing parking garage duty, I guess, but they're selling drugs right down the street from here. Whatever. Seems like there's cops downtown, but they're not going after the drug dealers.
Hammer or other blunt object. Items stolen included small deposit boxes and safes, cash, poker machines, and large fire extinguishers. The suspects are described as young men ranging in age from 16 to 25, wearing all black, including ski masks and gloves. Buildings broken into included 92nd and Western and Evergreen Park, across the street from the Beverly neighborhood, 47th and Lake Park Avenue in Kenwood, the 3400 block of North Broadway in Lakeview, and the 2100 block of North Clark in Lincoln Park. Bernie Tafoya, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Meanwhile, a serial mail thief has been sentenced to 3 years in prison after he pled guilty to a felony theft charge. Prosecutors say 42-year-old Ralph Rodriguez is responsible for multiple incidents of mail theft on the Northwest Side beginning last year. He was arrested in Chicago last spring. Now to the latest on the Epstein files at 4:33. The Justice Department now facing continued backlash over its partial release of the files. Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche said the files will be released on a rolling basis over the coming weeks due to the volume of the material and the need to shield the personal information of survivors. Justice correspondent Scott McFarland has more.
We have just a fraction right now of what is believed to exist, and the fact that only a fraction
making excuses, those MAGAs, huh?
That so many have been redacted prodigiously has raised questions about process here. The federal law under which these files were released called for a full file release by a date certain, December 19th, which was Friday.
And they didn't do it. The U.S. Attorney General Bondi should be held in contempt over the partial release of the files.
MAGA
The government now
lawbreakers.
says it will give $6,000 to non-citizens who are willing to leave the country voluntarily.
The Department of Homeland Security is announcing it has tripled its exit bonus for undocumented migrants who voluntarily self-deport back to their home countries by December 31st. DHS says qualified participants
What
will
should
also
happen to
receive
the MAGAs that
free
failed to
airfare
release
their
those
home countries
Epstein
and be
documents?
waived of certain civil fines or penalties tied to remaining illegally in the U.S. They must use the rebranded CBP Home app, according to DHS officials. That smartphone app is modeled off the Biden administration's CBP One platform. Nicole Skanga, CBS News, Washington.
The Trump administration announces the seizing of another couple of oil tanker ships leaving Venezuela as part of a naval and Coast Guard blockade.
There was a second ship that was seized by the U.S. military and the U.S. Coast Guard that they say was operating against this blockade and transporting sanctioned Venezuelan oil. It appears there was a second ship on Saturday that they also tried to seize, that they were unable to do so, and since then have been in pursuit of.
That is White House reporter Olivia Rinaldi. Democrats and a few Republicans have asked the administration for clarification about the blockade and the bombing of alleged drug-carrying boats and what both are designed to accomplish. A temporary decision has been made on the immigration status of an El Salvadoran man living in Maryland.
Elmar Abrego Garcia remains a free man after a hearing at a Maryland courtroom this afternoon. The DOJ has until Friday to provide the judge details on how it will proceed with his case moving forward. The administration's attempting to deport him to Liberia or another country. Abrego Garcia was released earlier this month after the judge found the government had detained him without, quote, lawful authority. Stacey Lynn, CBS News, Washington.
And thieves stole a Christmas tree from a church, but they couldn't steal the Christmas spirit.
It happened at Hope Dealer Church in Yucaipa, southeast of San Bernardino, California. A security camera shows two women drive up, grab the tree, and put it on the roof of their SUV, then drive away. The tree had only been up for a day. News of the theft spread to the owner of the nearby County Line Christmas tree farm, Stephanie Stark, who invited the church to come get a replacement for free.
Everybody in this town really works together.
Lead Pastor David Hernandez said it was a blessing, one that he has ensured will stay where it belongs, with the help of a heavy chain.
We locked the tree up.
Christopher Cruz,
Locking your tree
CBS
up.
News.
The Illinois Holocaust Museum presents
Imagine
Experience
that.
360.
Imagine you have to lock your tree up. What kind of sick man and woman? Oh, those are two women. What kind of a sick person steals Christmas trees? What sick person steals Christmas trees? You just heard it. In California, they have people who steal Christmas trees. So now the pastor has to lock up the Christmas tree so they don't steal the next one. What sick individual is that? Lock them up. Lock these people up, man. Arrest them. You just seen the cops were walking around doing traffic control rather than locking up the drug dealers, right? The drug dealers were all walking in the alley. Didn't you see them? I seen them. We're going to check out the Christmas tree. How about that? Yeah, sorry about my swearing, man. Yeah, I'm not taking no threats no more. We ain't doing that. And I'm going to go and I'm going to do whatever I want. You come at me. There you go. You come at me, then we're going to see how that ends up for you. That's how we're going to do it, right? There you go. There's a... There you go, man. See the cops right there? Right there. You see them right there? Right there, right there. Look at that. Right there. Look at that. The cops right there, right? There you go. They're all over. They're sitting in their trucks. I don't know what they're doing. They should be walking around. That bus is beeping. I mean, they ain't got nobody in them, man. I don't know what they're doing. Whatever.
Financing for 60 months plus big
Christmas tree time. How about that?
A huge selection of new Ford models. In Sycamore, the Sitco on State and Walnut has gas for $2.69 in Oswego, the Meyer. On Route 34 in Mason has gas for $2.48. If you see a low price, give us a call, 312-409-4277, 438 now. Traffic, and is that beer spill happening still, Neil Fiorito?
Yeah, it actually turned out that it wasn't a spill after all, but what happened was on the southbound side of the Tri-State at the Bishop Ford, this crash involving a semi has 3 left lanes closed, and the trailer apparently lost a part of its wheels. and the beer needs to be unloaded now because that trailer can't go anywhere. It needs to be unloaded onto another trailer, so it's going to be a while before everything gets moved over and everything gets towed away. So you want to avoid the southbound side of the tri-state right now in the south suburbs. It's dreadful from I-80, again, over to the Bishop Ford Freeway. 6.5 mile backup, about an hour of extra traffic you don't need to sit through. 159th is what you want to use instead. Same with 8094 westbound. Avoid that too. Your stop and go from Burr over to the Tri-State Tollway. Word of a crash to watch for on the Bishop Ford outbound at Sibley Boulevard. It looks like a lane is blocked. Heavy from Bobby and Woods. You're a 19-minute ride out to 8094. And delays continue on the Stevenson coming inbound from 355 to Cass. A 4-vehicle crash getting cleaned up now on the shoulder. 50 minutes in from the Veterans Tollway, going out 47 to the Tri-State and hour 4 to the Veterans Memorial Tollway. On the ins inbound, 25 minutes, 19 to get out to Lake Cook Road. The Kennedy, about 47 either way between O'Hare and downtown. Outbound, you do save a couple minutes in the express lanes. On the Eisenhower out to Mannheim, expect 45 and hour 8 to I-90. Inbounds 55 from the Jane Addams to the Jane Byrne, 31 in for Mannheim. Southside Expressways, nothing too crazy on the Dan Ryan coming in. You're looking pretty good there. Outbound is heavy in spots leaving downtown to the Swip, about 40 minutes out. 57, about 20 minutes on either side. From the Metro Traffic Center, next report 448 News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
The WBBM Acura with the forecast. Mostly cloudy tonight. Areas of fog and drizzle, especially later on, the low 37. Some fog to start tomorrow. Mostly cloudy, high 46. Partly cloudy tomorrow night, the low 31. And then mostly cloudy for Wednesday. Maybe a little bit of drizzle in the afternoon, a high 43. Right now, Lakefront 43, Midway 45, 42 Gurney, O'Hare 44, going down to 37. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist John Fear.
It's 4:40. The Bears are testing out a potential site for their potential new stadium just across state lines.
Over the weekend, the Bears sent a crew to Wolf Lake in North Hammond's Robertsdale neighborhood to drill and test for a potential new stadium. That's according to the Times of Northwest Indiana, which first reported on the activity. It's in an area close to the Midwest's largest oil refinery, where gas and water lines run underground. Workers placed yellow and green flags to show where lines are buried. Renita Young, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
This holiday season could be a record-setting one for travel.
AAA estimates 122 million Americans will travel between this past Saturday and New Year's Day. That's nearly 3 million more than the record set a year ago. AAA Travel Vice President Stacy Barber says people have a desire to travel, whether it's returning to their hometowns or going to new destinations. AAA expects about 110 million people to travel by car, with another 8 million taking domestic flights. The number of people taking flights would also set a record, despite domestic round-trip flights costing an average of 7% more this year than last year. I'm Mike Hempen.
Dreams of a white Christmas for those in the Southern Plains and here in Chicago, central U.S. are just that, a dream, as the forecast is calling for a rare winter heat wave.
A high-pressure heat dome sitting on most of Texas means a warm Christmas. That's according to Dan Rudolph, the chief meteorologist for KRLD Radio in Dallas.
And unseasonably warm weather patterns shaping up for the Lone Star State. Many reporting stations across the state will exceed 80 degrees, and this will be near record-breaking heat.
The unusually warm weather seems perfectly okay for many.
It doesn't make any difference what the temperature is.
Well, I used to have white Christmases and I got away from all the snow. So we came here.
I grew up in Southern California. 80 degrees is normal.
Chris Fox for CBS News, Austin.
From the small shops in Pilsen to the skyscrapers of Wacker Drive, business is the heartbeat of the Chicago area. I'm Rob Hart. WBBM's new business hour is in the thick of it every weekday, covering the challenges, the innovators, and the smart spending hacks that benefit your bottom line. When you stay in the know, Chicago businesses grow. Chicago's news, traffic, weather, and business station, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
There are only about 4,300 publicly traded companies on the U.S.
have a green light. You're in the middle of the road.
Frequency mode.
Blocking the road, man. Can you move? Move. Come on, man. The fuck? Move your car, man. from a third world country, man. They park in the middle of the road. They don't have rules. They don't have rules where they come from. They park wherever the fuck they want. They ride the horses and donkeys where they come. That was a Chinese or Uzbekistani over there. Those are Asians. They're Central Asians. They don't have cars where they come from. Got that? That's how they are. Now you can say that's racist. I don't give a shit. That's how they are. You see, and they park in the middle of the road here, man. This is the middle of the road. They don't have a concept. They don't have a conceptualization of normal standard behaviors, right? And what's happened in our society is we have people who thrive on the chaos. Brandon Johnson just got close to a $17 billion budget. He got everything he wanted in his budget. He created a little chaos, said he's going to tax the corporations, right? And what? They came with some hocus pocus, and he got what he wanted. That's what happens. Throw some third world stuff in there, a little bit of drugs, a little bit of porno, a little bit of weed. You do whatever you want. There you go, man. This is some radio calls. How about that? Or how about the news right now, real quick? 5 o'clock, right? Then we'll listen to some radio calls.
Most wonderful time of the year. Procrastinators unite.
I try to push it off as long as I can.
With just 3 days until Christmas, the last-minute shoppers are out in droves.
I think it's worse than Black Friday.
But at the Cherry Hill Mall in Philadelphia, there are so many people who waited to make their lists and check them twice.
The crowds. It made me feel like I'm not the only one that does the last-minute Christmas shopping.
Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
On Wall Street today, stocks finished higher. The Dow Jones Industrials closed 227 points higher. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the.
So that's what happens, right? Everybody, do you understand the way I think, right? We either have order or chaos. Right now we're in the middle of some chaos. And now what's going to happen in the next couple of years, Brandon's going to win. You'll win. Something's going to happen to him. If Brandon doesn't win, it'll be because he's removed or he doesn't want to do it. One of the two. Or C2 picks him not to be that. If Brandon wants to be mayor, he's going to be mayor. You watch. Watch. You'll see.
5:15. But first, at 5, the Illinois Secretary of State's office has received some questionable license plate requests this year, as we hear from WBBM's Haley Hansen.
Appreciate the creativity of Illinoisans who want customized license plates, but they must meet certain standards of good taste and decency.
Of the 55,000 vanity and personalized plate requests submitted, Secretary of State Alexi Janulius says more than 550 had to be denied. Some were hard to read, like OOQQOO. Others were inappropriate enough we can't read them on the air. Still, Janulius says,
as always, go ahead and get creative, but please keep it clean and avoid ending up on the naughty list.
Haley Hansen, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
4 members of the Chicago congressional delegation sharing what they saw inside the ICE facility in Broadview this morning and what they're expecting there in the months ahead. The representatives spent more than an hour inside the facility, which has become the hotbed, the focus of protests over the Trump administration's immigration enforcement over the last several months. One of the politicians on the tour was Chicago Democrat Jonathan Jackson, who said he and his colleagues had to pass through pretty tight security.
We have to go through more pat-downs and security checkpoints as members of Congress to go into this facility than we have to go through to get into the White House in Washington, D.C.
The representatives say only 2 detainees were there at the time. It was happened after a court order affirming their ability to tour the premise without advance notice. Leaders say they're expecting to see more, as many as 85 detainees at a time, come through the facility as Operation Midway Blitz continues. So-called ghost guns continue to be a problem in Chicago despite a state law meant to crack down on
ghost guns are homemade firearms put together using a kit, separate pieces, or 3D printed parts. They've grown in popularity among criminals because the firearms are fully functioning, but because of the way they're made, they're virtually untraceable. Through the middle of last month, Chicago police officers recovered nearly 400 ghost guns. That's according to the Chicago Tribune, which reports CPD recovered about the same amount each year year in recent years, making it the 6th most common make of gun seized by officers. The privately made weapons continue to pose a problem despite an Illinois state law that went into effect in 2022, banning the building, sale, and possession of unserialized, untraceable firearms. Mai Martinez, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
A man has been charged with home invasion after police say he broke into an apartment and attacked a woman earlier this month in Joliet, and then police say he did it again 2 weeks later. 31-year-old Tyrone Jackson allegedly broke into the Riverwalks home apartments on North Bluff for the first time on December 7th. They say the evening before he'd been a guest at that apartment and hit a woman several times after he became intoxicated. 2 weeks later, authorities say he once again tried to get into that same apartment. This time he was arrested at the scene along with a 35-year-old woman who was with him. The rate of black infant mortality last year was more than twice that of white infants. So here in Chicago, the Southside Healthy Community Organization's free doula program is trying to change that.
Many pregnant women who live on the south side of Chicago do not have access to vital care that could be the difference between life and death for themselves and their babies.
They also don't have the support needed to say, hey, you are experiencing these signs and symptoms because of that lack of access, that then would be important to introduce a doula.
LaShondria Perry, Senior Manager of Care Coordination at the organization, says the doula program provides 360 support to moms.
The preparation and education, so labor and delivery support, and the postpartum wellness services, all at no cost.
The doula program is majority funded by the State of Illinois Healthcare Transformation Collaboratives. Renita Young, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
The Bears appear to be serious about their search for a new stadium in Northwest Indiana. The football team is conducting preliminary tests on a potential stadium site in Hammond that borders Chicago. It sits near the Midwest's largest oil refinery. The Times of Northwest Indiana reports the team sent trucks to the site to drill and test the site. The site is located south of Wolf Lake Memorial Park, which is just south of Lake Michigan and straddles the Illinois-Indiana state border. It's 5:08 now. Time to check in on the roads, traffic and weather together on the 8th. And here's Neil Fiorito.
All right, Lisa, yeah, the holiday road's very busy here, and we have a lot of incidents to go over. We're going to start on the rails on Metro. Delays on the UP Northwest line continue. Been dealing with this most of the afternoon. Some emergency track repairs from earlier near Crystal Lake still causing massive delays. Again, on the UP Northwest line, you might want to check ahead before you hop on. Looking at the roadways here on the Bishop Ford outbound, pretty heavy in spots from the Dan Ryan to Sibley. IDOT trying to find a crash there. Looks like the left lane might be closed. You're at 33 now to drive out to 8094. If it helps you to use 57, you might want to use the outbound side there. Tollways on the Tri-State. Brake lights continue southbound from 159 to the Bishop Ford. Crash cleanup of an earlier semi-off on the shoulder. You might want to use 159 to avoid that. You have a Gapers delay on the westbound side of 8094 in through the area from Burr, making your way over to the Tri-State. Looks like a new trouble spot on the Jane Addams Tollway. I-90 on the westbound side. Pretty jammed up traffic now from Route 59 to Beverly Road. Reported crash there. And a crash involving a semi on the Reagan has cleared up on the westbound side right before I-355. Some delays continue. On the expressways, your travel times on the Edens ends 26:19 outbound. Head to the expressway about 50 to get out to O'Hare, 46 in from O'Hare into downtown. Eisenhower about an hour to the Jane Addams on the way out. You're 52 inbound. Stevenson out to the Tri-State, expect 44, an hour drive to the Veterans, 46 in from 355 to DuSable Lakeshore Drive. Across the Dan Ryan Expressway as you make your way outbound now, a jam up before 18th. It looks like we have a crash there, and you stay pretty heavy in spots leaving Garfield as you make your way to the split. About 35 out that way. From the Metro Traffic Center, next report, 518, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
For tonight, cloudy, some fog and spotty drizzle, a low of 35. Fog tomorrow morning, otherwise mostly cloudy, a high of 46. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, temperatures in the mid-40s. 44 at O'Hare, 45 Midway, 44 Lakefront. It's 510.
Westwood Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that time?
No, where are we gonna head to? Maybe we'll listen to some radio calls, see if there's any crime going on, and maybe we'll cut it short today. That way we get ready for our Christmas time. Maybe we do that. We'll see how this works out today. We'll go over here, we'll check out we'll listen to the radio. I'm gonna listen to the live feed. See if there's anything going on over here by the shopping area over here by Clybourne corridor over here. Credit Facebook fishing page. They're doing a lot of fishing out there on the slip.
Project slated to begin tonight after the evening rush in Joliet.
According to the Illinois Department of Transportation, the effort to rebuild 6 interchanges on I-80 continues with the closure of a couple of ramps around the Des Plaines River. IDOT says the ramps at Center Street and Meadow Avenue will be closed for nearly 3 years. Traffic will be directed to detour to Route 6, Larkin Avenue, and Jefferson Street. The one ramp that will remain open during the first portion of the work is the eastbound Meadow Avenue interchange to eastbound I-80. That ramp is not scheduled for repairs until the fall of 2027. Bernie Foyle, News Radio, 105.9 WBBM.
One of the Reverend Jesse Jackson's sons says his father's recovery has been a miracle 1 month after he was admitted to the hospital for treatment of a neurological condition. Reverend Jackson was discharged from an acute care facility over the weekend. This is a month after he was admitted to Northwestern for treatment of the brain condition. Congressman Jonathan Jackson told WBBM that the family has been grateful for the countless messages and support the family has received from around the world, including visits from well-wishers, including Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson.
We've known the mayor for many decades now, and he used to frequently do my father's radio program on Sunday morning, come to Rainbow Push, and just as a friend, he came to pay respects and spend quality time with my mother and father at the nursing facility.
The congressman says his father's condition has been stabilizing. He is breathing and eating on his own. The Reverend Jesse Jackson is 84 years old. Chicago police and SWAT team members responded to a home in Irving Park yesterday after a man reportedly barricaded himself inside.
Chicago police say the 51-year-old man was armed and barricaded himself inside the home near Addison and Karlov, threatening to hurt himself. Police and SWAT team members arrived shortly after 6 a.m. A 12-hour standoff followed. During that time, Addison Street was blocked off from Pulaski to Kedvale, and Addison Street buses were rerouted. The man was taken into custody and transported to the hospital for observation. No one was injured. Carolina Garibay, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Hi, my name is Sarah Becker, Digital Project Specialist here at Odyssey. I'm looking forward to driving around the neighborhood looking at my...
No, and let's see what's going on here. It's not that busy here at the Apple store. There you go, it's not that busy. Listen to the live radio, and then I'll throw it on the rebroadcast. But there ain't that many people out here.
Watching us. Cut the camera. They see us. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
Officer? Can I get your perspective as a man of the law?
You know I'm a mall cop, right?
You see this Hyundai Santa Fe? I only paid for it.
Whoa.
Right?
Hopefully everybody's getting ready for Christmas. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on there, Robert. It's not isolated. See, here, think about this. When the government says it's isolated, when the government says it's targeted, when the government says it's not random or it is random, those are all fake. It's fake. It's fake. If somebody gets a gun and goes shoot somebody, that's not a random crime. That's a deliberate crime. A random crime is if you're in a bar and you get into a fight. You don't know why. You didn't go to the bar for a fight. You don't know the guy that's fighting. You don't know, he don't know you. And it just happened. That's a random crime. If somebody's walking down the street and punches a woman in the face and he's done it 10 times, that's not a random crime. That's a deliberate crime. And then if the government lets that person out of jail each time, the government deliberately allows crime. See, I don't know why we haven't sued the city yet. I don't know why. No one yet. I think there was a case out in San Francisco. A family of a store owner, an Asian store owner, got murdered by a recidivist criminal. I gotta check that case. I seen that case about a year and a half ago. They were suing the city because they said they allowed the criminal to walk the streets. There's something going on behind me here. Cops just went on Clyburn over there. So yeah, I mean, we're dealing with what we used to read as kids: 1984, Animal Farm, Catch 22, Alexander Solzhenitsyn, all those books. Even Mark Twain, Damn's Damn Lies. Remember that guy? All of those authors. Think about them. Think about all those things that we used to read. They don't publish those books anymore. They don't even allow you to read those books. They say they're racist books because they're written by white people, so they must be racist. That's what they say. The schools do not teach that. The schools now give dildo books. They do trans books. They do if you arrest somebody, it's a racist book, right? They do all of those kinds of things. So first of all, they don't teach history anymore. And if they do teach it, they say the history is wrong, rather than teaching what's the sides of the history, right? That's the problem right now, right? That's where we're at. And it's a very difficult problem, right? I got it. I started my broadcast. A drug dealer came on my broadcast saying I should be helping the drug addicts and drug dealers, and I'm part of the problem. That's what the guy was saying. There was a guy on my broadcast saying I was the problem, that the drug dealers and the drug addicts were the problem that I caused. He was writing that. It was my fault because I was videotaping, driving my car, and while I'm driving in public in the downtown area, there was drug dealers and drug addicts, that was my problem. That it was me that caused that problem because I'm driving with my video on in my car. What? But that's what they teach in school. See, that's the bigger problem. One guy is one thing, and I swear and I block him and it's over with, right? Here's the problem for everybody that's listening to me. You're going to be your grandkids' problem, your great-grandkids' problem. I'm telling you that. They're teaching that in the schools. They're teaching that stuff in the schools. That's the problem. Yeah, and I stopped there because I'm a teacher. And I'm telling you that's what's happening. They're teaching that to children. And it's ingrained in them. I have arguments with my own children. My children are adults now. They just went through the system. They went through CPS. Some of their thinking is strange. Me and my wife are both immigrants. Listen to this. Me and my wife are both immigrants, right? My wife's from Japan. I'm from Eastern Europe. We're immigrants. I'm a citizen. My wife's got a green card. I think I posted it one day. We were talking about the immigration stuff. We had an argument with our 4 children. Imagine this. Our 4 children are born all in Chicago. Me and my wife are immigrants. We came here, right? I came when I was 2 years old. My wife she was in her mid-20s, I think. Right? So she came when she was 20s. I came here when I was 2 years old. My parents brought me here. So we both started talking and we said, yeah, every illegal should be deported. That's what we said, right? That's what we said. It was a morning breakfast, Sunday morning. Everybody was home. I don't know what it was. Easter or something, or Thanksgiving. I don't remember what it was. And we had a huge argument. We ended up breaking up the breakfast. Seriously. So 2 immigrants, me and my wife, said the illegals should be deported, right? My kids said different stuff, right? We ended up having a huge fight at the kitchen table. Doesn't make sense, does it? That the immigrants say deport them. The American kids that came through the system, the educational system, said that's wrong. Strange, isn't it? Think about what our system has done to our children, right? That's a fact. I'm not saying my kids are wrong. And I might be generalizing the conversation, but that's what happened, right? Think about it. Immigrants say, deport them. Their children say you're wrong, and then you have an argument. It's not about the differences in opinion, because everybody should have one. Your children shouldn't have the same ideas as you. Your children should have more advanced ideas. Every generation should get smarter, right? And I think my kids are smarter than me, and a lot smarter than I am. But the problem starts becoming when the educational system creates conflicts between individuals and even inside your own families. There was a great quote by Gene Simmons from KISS over the weekend. He goes, whose business it is what religion or what politics, and I think it was more politics than really. He goes, who I vote for in my politics is my business. When did it become other people's business? You got it? When did that become other people's business? And this goes it goes for the left and for the right. They're both the same extremes. Think about it. When did it become everybody's business what we do, how we vote, who we are? Right? I get attacked now. I'm getting attacked by the right, saying I'm a leftist. And then last week I was attacked by the leftists saying I'm a rightist. Like, what? How does that happen? Right? I'm just fooling around up here. We'll listen to some radio calls up here, right? I'm looking at those two guys that were found dead on the street. That was a hit and run last night. The two that died, I thought that might have been an overdose. But it just came out on a alert from the CPD. I'm going to post it right now. That there was a hit and run. Two guys dead on the street on Morgan Park. There you go. How about that, right? We're going to go over there. We're going to check out some of that a little north. Then we'll go back into downtown. Let's listen to some radio calls. How about that? And see what's going on. And then we'll maybe go out, right? Well, all right, you got something for me to do? Post it right there. That's all right. I don't mind it. Let me guess. I'm trying to get this hit and run report.
Banned from the FCC, the Federal Communications Commission. Future imports of all foreign-made drones and critical components for unmanned aircraft systems will not be allowed in the U.S. The ban will not apply, though, to drones and parts that are already in use here. The Trump administration offering undocumented migrants $3,000. That's up from $1,000, along with paid travel, if they agree to leave the U.S. voluntarily before the end of this year. On Wall Street, all the major averages ending about 0.5% higher on this Monday. The Dow up 228, the Nasdaq adding 121, the S&P up 44. And with so many U.S. consumers pulling back on their spending and their drinking, and the Trump tariffs driving consumption of U.S.-made products overseas lower and prices higher, Jim Beam, the bourbon maker, now has a record stockpile of bourbon in its warehouses. Plans on pausing production at its main distillery in Kentucky for about a year. No word on layoffs. With business at 23 and 53 from the Bloomberg Newsroom, Tom Busby, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Stall on Bishop Ford now. Traffic and weather coming up.
Non-attorney spokesperson. Paid for by Action Matters.
Attention victims of church clergy sexual abuse. If you were sexually...
Did we hear that right? Jim Beam is going to stop production for a whole year.
Citywide battery in progress, 5-6 and King. 5600 South King. They said while driving past, they saw a male getting beat up. Caller stated Parkway Gardens by the green light. This is the wrong address, man. District 2, Zone 7.
Did we just hear that right on the radio? Jim Beam is going to stop production for a whole year. Wow. You just heard it right here. And we got to post that one. That's not good for the economy there. 2 men killed in Morgan Park were victims of a hit and run. All right, Jim Beam just said that, right?
Trajan Wealth. I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. If you have a plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They're not. That's up to $30,000 upfront or up to $10,000 per year on $100,000, all guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Call Trajan today, 630-230-7400. That's 630-230-7400.
Annuities, not advisory products. DBA Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
If you're drowning in IRS debt and can't afford to pay, then you need to take advantage of special.
So we got a battery down by Old Block. That's what you just heard. And I'm just posting to Morgan Park. That's sad, right? 2 guys got hit by a car, killed, left to die on the street. Man, that's not good. Why haven't they tracked down that car? They got all those plate readers. That's a strange thing, right?
7382 boy. Another bus ride going west, bound Roosevelt from Lawndale, bus number 8643.
09076, 09076.
Unison 3 and citywide person with a gun, 740 East 73rd Street, apartment 2.
Jim Beam stopping production for a year because of the economy.
Her daughter versus another female. They have guns, 740 East 73rd, apartment 2, District 3, zone 7. Yeah, 7373.
7373.
Okay, can we get 2 numbers? Platform check, station check, what's the down red?
09088, 09088, and the platform's going to be 09.
That's CTA they're talking about there.
90. Careful, thank you.
Eden's 26 in, 21 out.
We'll listen to the 5:30 news and see what's going on locally, right? Steve's like, but they said they have still in stock, so they're not out of stock. They're just stopping production. You heard it first on SubX.News. Jim Beam stopping production. Look at Lewis, like, I'm glad I got my own. You know, they just say, a lot of the friends, because I started hanging out with a lot of people outside of Chicago when I do my off-road. Most people now have their own booze. You can make your own beer, which is legal if you only make a certain amount. Now, I don't know about distilling. If you don't sell it, you can make your own booze. It's not that hard. The problem is if you mess it up, you can die, man. It's like poison. This is some news, all right? And then I'll drive around. Maybe we'll go check out North Avenue.
News Radio 1059 and WBBMNewsRadio.com.
5:30. Good Monday evening. I'm Lisa Fielding. Here are the top stories on News Radio WBBM.
This is Nancy Hardy. 6 accused gang members are charged with racketeering in the spree that includes a shooting outside a Southside funeral home.
We don't have that many
Patrol
convictions.
here sees some odd items from a passenger suitcase. Chicago police warning about a string of forcible burglaries across the city. And the Department of Homeland Security triples the exit bonus for migrants who self-deport before the year ends.
Stocks kicking off a new holiday-shortened week with some solid gains today. The Dow up 228, the Nasdaq up 121, the S&P adding 44. I'm Tom Busby at Bloomberg.
44 degrees. The news continues at 5:31. The federal grand jury has indicted 6 alleged gang members for racketeering, saying they used murder and violence to protect their power on Chicago's South Side. The story from WBBM's Nancy Hardy.
The Face World gang members charged in the indictment allegedly shot at passengers on a CTA bus and mourners outside a funeral home in Auburn Gresham. Federal prosecutors claim the men, ranging in age now from 22 to 31, murdered 13 people and held up, assaulted, and carjacked others between 2019 and this past March. Many of their victims were rival gang members who they taunted and boasted to on social media, the indictment says. 3 of them were arraigned on Friday, and all 6 are currently in custody. Nancy Hardy, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
There was an unusual seizure by security officials today. It happened last week, actually, at O'Hare Airport.
According to Customs and Border Protection, a traveler arriving from the Congo had 4 pounds of primate meat in their luggage. Disturbing photos released by the agency show mummified monkey remains. Agents also found 11 pounds of pest-infested beans and 17 pounds of unidentified plants. Officials say the individual claimed ignorance and said they didn't know they were breaking the law. All of the items were seized and destroyed because they posed agricultural and health risks. Haley Hansen.
We got that story on SubX. You can look at the pictures. We dig up bats or something. We got the pictures. They're pretty creepy. You might get creeped out. We have that story. We have the pictures. Look it up. I forget what it was called. Customs or something, or bats I called it. It's a weird one. I'll repost it.
And then used a hammer or other blunt object to break in through the front door.
Burglaries.
Inside, they took large fire extinguishers, small deposit boxes and safes, poker machines, and cash. Police say the incidents happened in the wee hours of the morning last Wednesday and this past Saturday. Bernie Tafoya, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Authorities on the lookout for a driver in connection with a fatal hit and run in the Morgan Park neighborhood early yesterday. Police say a gray Jeep Grand Cherokee hit 2 pedestrians at 117th and South Marshfield at about 1 a.m. and then fled the scene. The victims were identified as a 31-year-old man and another man. The Jeep had the Illinois license plate FR19482. FR19482. The vehicle has been recovered, but the driver has not been found. Now to the latest on the Epstein files. There is more backlash today over the Justice Department's partial release of the files. Here's correspondent Scott McFarland.
Over the past 72 hours, it's been a defensive posture from the Trump administration, explaining itself, justifying this partial release, saying it's holding things back to prevent impacting witnesses or victims or information that needs to stay confidential. But this has been unsatisfying for the congressional leaders who pushed the bill and so many of the survivors.
Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche says the files will be released on a rolling basis over the next couple of weeks.
So he was breaking the law.
Citizens who are willing to leave the country voluntarily will now be paid more money for a federal program.
The Department of Homeland Security has tripled its exit bonus for undocumented migrants who voluntarily depart the U.S. through self-deportation, increasing the stipend from $1,000 to $3,000 for those who register with the U.S. government using the CBP Home app and depart the country by the end of the calendar year. DHS says all qualified participants who leave by December 31st will also receive free airfare to their home countries. Nicole Skanga, CBS News, Washington.
U.S. Coast Guard pursuing a third Venezuelan oil tanker, which a U.S. official says is flying a false
reload
flag.
to another
White House
truck.
Reporter William James Inman is traveling with the president in West Palm.
The president has sought to put pressure on Nicolas Maduro, not only in terms of seizing oil, but also when it comes to the drug interdiction program and those alleged drug boats that we've seen taken out by the U.S. military. And in those strikes, dozens have died.
If the vessel is caught and seized, it would be the third Venezuelan tanker taken by the U.S. just this month. And shares of offshore wind companies plunged today after a new order from the White House.
The Trump administration is pausing leases for 5 large-scale offshore wind projects under construction along the East Coast due to unspecified national security risk identified by the Pentagon. The pause is effective immediately and will give the Interior Department, which oversees offshore wind, time to work with the Defense Department and other agencies to assess the possible ways to mitigate any security risk posed by the projects. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
Coming up in a minute, low gas prices, traffic, and weather together.
Good news for you, my friend. We can be there right away. We'll unclog and degurgle and flush your worries away.
I think they were going to do an announcement today or tomorrow, Trump, about something with the Department of War or whatever, the Hexcast or whatever, that dude. We'll listen to what they're trying to do now. But I just posted, did you hear that story on all those illegal guns? They found 400 illegal guns. That's just the ones, ghost gun. Shouldn't we have 400 convictions then? Yeah, I don't get that. If we have 400 illegal guns, then why don't we have 400 convictions, right? You don't hear that, do you? They letting them people go. That's how those guys, those criminals, they now federally indicted. Have you noticed all the major crimes now in Chicago are done by the feds? Why? Because Brandon Johnson's making a deal with the gangbangers. He's paying them. The gangbangers don't listen, and the ones that don't listen get federally charged. That's what they're doing. They're playing a game. Brandon Johnson's playing a very dangerous game, paying gangbangers money. He really is. It's really dangerous. You don't make deals with gangbangers. You don't. You can be friends with them. You can say hello. You can do whatever. But they're gangbangers. They do crime. That's what they do. They don't have no allegiance not to do crime. They're criminals. I don't know why people think. And that's the people that come on my page that threatening me, right? They're the criminals. They're the ones that do their internets, their Facebook pages, their pornos, their weed, their whatever else crap they do. But they're criminals. It's a criminal enterprise, right? They all work together because they don't work. They're lazy. They steal. They sell drugs. They do pornos. They do prostitution. They do juice money, whatever they do. They do robberies, right? You just heard it on the radio. It's not never ending in Chicago. Here. One more thing I wanted to say this. How does a guy drive around at 3 in the morning robbing stores? Where's the cops at? So it's normal for a car to drive around breaking into stores and the cops don't do nothing? That's weird, isn't it? We hear those radio calls all the time, but think about it. It's 3 or 4 in the morning. No one's driving around, especially now. It's empty now at that. Look, it's empty now. They're breaking into stores and the cops don't catch them. That's kind of weird, isn't it? It's kind of weird. No, they have a no engagement policy, meaning even if they see them, they're not supposed to engage in them. That's the point. They let these criminals run around doing the crime. One, I would excuse, say, okay, they didn't care. But if you're breaking into 3 or 4 places in one night, that's the cops letting you do that. Come on, man. 3 or 4 in one night? In one night? One night. Not over time. And they do smash and grabs. They do it right, like together. It's not separate. We need to start analyzing these crimes. And we need to start analyzing why the city is allowing them to happen, right? Yeah, violence interrupters, right? That's the guy. JB was with the guy. They're paying them, and then he murdered the guy. That was the guy that had the baby. This guy was a legal Filipino immigrant, I believe. His wife was pregnant. He got killed by these criminals stealing. What was it? What were they stealing? They were stealing from Michigan Avenue. They did a smash and grab over there. Louis Vuitton? One of those stores. I think it was the Louis Vuitton one, right? Louis Vuitton? Wasn't that the one? In the morning, and they smashed into the guy who was driving to work. Or he don't know, he was driving to work or coming home from work. He worked the night shift. He was custodian. And his wife had a baby right after that. What a nasty, nasty, filthy criminals, right? Oh, man, look at this. They don't like Brandon Johnson here, man. Look at this. Oh, man, they don't like him over here. Look at that. What do they call them? Hitler? What's that say there? Can somebody read graffiti? I don't know how to read graffiti that good. I'll take a picture of that one. They don't like them down here, huh? Build back better, the gangbangers. That's what happens when you make deals with gangbangers. You don't make deals with gangbangers. That's it. Like I said, they're gangbangers. They don't care about you or me. Anybody who makes a deal with a gangbanger, you're an idiot. You can talk to them. There ain't nothing wrong with talking. There's nothing wrong with talking to a criminal. They're people too. But you got to realize they're criminals, man. You don't make deals with them. You don't especially pay them. That, you know, Brandon Johnson's paying gangbangers, right? Not to do crime, right? That's his crime fighting thing. There you go. Right? Oh, Build Back Better. There you go. That says it all, don't it? We're gonna post this one there. That says it all, right? Look at that. There you go. You know what I mean? Alright, this is some radio calls.
Channel mode.
I guess these gangbangers don't care about the city getting better and stronger, right? There you go, right? Alright, which way are we gonna go? We got some crime going on or what? I like what this guy wrote. Listen to this about taxes in Chicago. Correct. It isn't a debate because the teachers union says, oh, we shouldn't talk about who collects the taxes or from whom. And this person writes correct. Correct. It isn't a debate because the premise already assumes guilt. Corporations can afford to pay more is not an argument. It's just envy dressed up as morality. By that logic, ability becomes obligation. Having something becomes proof it's owed to someone else. That isn't ethics. That's theft with a press release. Taxes aren't justified by how much there is to steal. They're justified, if at all, by legitimate purpose and strict limits. When the starting point is they have money, the conclusion is always the same. Take it. That's a shakedown. I love that. That's great. That's great, isn't it? I'm going to put that up on our page. Isn't that great? Stealing money. And you know what the funny part is? A lot of these people, these socialists like Byron Sitchko, he talks about Gazas and corporations. His wife is a millionaire. She's the EPA, she's the Illinois EPA person in Chicago or whatever, right? It's rumored that she's the one that approved all of these deals for these illegal toxic sites. Even the one that's the PSI Quantum, the 23rd in Halstead. Oh, yeah. Who's the other one? Kate, that one that's the communist that attacked the people out in Broadview that's running for Jan Schakowsky's ward. Her parents are millionaires. Yeah, did you know that? She's saying she's a communist, but her parents are millionaires, and she's from Texas. She went to school in D.C. in private schools. Who's the other one? Byron Sitchko's wife is Jesse Sharkey's wife is a millionaire. There's 2 or 3 of them all. They're all connected to millionaires. The bike lane people in Brighton Park, that's founded by the Joyce Foundation, a millionaire organization. Everybody knows that one, right? I wrote about that already, didn't I? They're all scam heads. They're all These are all people that want to, it's called corporatization. Corporatization means they don't want, it's called petty bourgeoisies, right? If you read these books on this, the people that protect the working people are the working people, right? Because they say you can't tax us, right? That's how we had the revolution in our country, right? The revolution happened by businessmen saying we don't want to pay the tax, right? So the idea becomes, how do we get rid of the people that stand in our way, right? Meaning the people that are going to stop our taxation, right? Meaning the people that are going to be against what we say, meaning who? The people that are educated, right? Petty bourgeoisies or people that are business owners know more than us about taxes. I don't know about business taxes. I don't run a business. I can barely run this SubX.News. I don't know how to make money off of it. I don't know how to file my taxes as a businessman. But a business person learns how to do that. I don't. I'm not a business person. You kind of get it? So that's what I'm trying to say here, is that the business person is the one that protects everybody. That's why they're going after them, right? The mom and pop shops. That's why we don't have corner stores. That's why we don't have taverns in our neighborhoods. Taverns aren't bad. They just sell liquor. It doesn't matter. Right? Oh man, that guy almost hit him right there, man. That guy almost hit somebody right there. You're gonna like this. I'm posting it right now, right? There we go. And somebody just got, somebody just committed suicide. Some lady that was under indictment, she killed her husband or something. She just committed suicide. Let me post that one up too. There you go, man. They spray paint his, whatever that is. I don't know what you call that. His Build Back Better signs, right? You can't even keep your Build Back Better signs clean, right? It's funny, isn't it? I'm gonna stay here. It's kind of a funny thing to see that, right? All right, and we got one more, and let's get out of here, right? I've taken you guys over here. We did off-roading over here, didn't we? Oh, we were gonna put on some radio calls, right? That's what we're gonna do. We'll listen to the live feed. How about that? But that's come up, has it?
Channel mode.
This is where Lincoln Yards is going. Big development. They chased out all the industry here. This is a steel company. Finkel Steel was over here. It's gone now. This is a steel company here. They even bend the signs here, right? Oh, maybe that's broken. There we go.
Channel mode.
This is what they call North Branch. The North Branch of the river, right? Here, I'll show you. This was an old... Oh, they closed it now. Can't get in there no more. There you go, man. They're doing something in there. That might be a bootleg operation. That's usually what happens. Just because somebody puts a chain on the lock don't mean they're running that legally, right? Oh. I don't hear nothing on my radio calls. I gotta check my channel here. Let me check my channel.
Frequency mode.
That's why it hasn't been on the radio, the right channel. Now it's on the right channel. Now it's on Citywide.
Frequency mode.
That's why. See, I had to check my radio there.
First Class John Kelly. He was a Lakeview resident killed during World War II. Making upgrades at the park is complicated. The park district technically leases the land from the city. The upgrades are going to cost nearly $1.5 million. Money comes from the state, the ward, and even the Cubs are kicking in for some of the cost. When it's all done, there'll be a new playground, better pedestrian paths, and landscaping. New cherry trees are also a part of the project. Cisco Cotto, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
New poll says most U.S. adults are done donating for the year.
An AP North poll finds most Americans are not making end-of-year charitable giving plans, despite the many fundraising appeals made by nonprofits that rely on donation surges in the calendar's final month to reach next year's budget targets. The survey found that about half of U.S. adults say they've already made their charitable contributions for 2025. Just 18% indicated they've donated and will donate again before the year is over. Only 6% reported they have not given yet, but will do so by the end of the year. Every day this year, donors faced competing priorities, but weaker income gains and steep price inflation meant that lower income households had less money to give out. I'm Julie Walker.
You've worked hard. You've earned a life that you can call your own. Retirement worries shouldn't get in the way. But many Americans like you are finding that retiring on a fixed income is harder than they expected. Fortunately, there are benefits programs that can help. Visit benefitscheckup.org.
Event numbers for red line numbers as well.
My apologies, 7585, David.
That's okay, I got it. It's going to be 09364, 09364, and 09365. 09365.
4. 7383 Charlie.
Charlie.
Yeah, 7383 Charlie. 2 get 2 event numbers, 79 for red line. Upper and lower, please.
Alright, upper 09373, 09373. Lower 09375, 09375.
I'm having a hard time with one of my phones right now.
Citywide, I think I got a possible going northbound Ryan coming up to 18.
Stolen car.
Alright, PH1 has a possible coming up to 18.
7391 David.
91 David.
You throw a 2021 in the box. You don't have to read it out.
Alright, it's in there.
Watch out, there's some sickness going around too. Everybody knows that, right? Some Omicron or whatever they're calling it now. I don't know what there's some sickness going around, they say, right now.
7397 Charlie.
This is some radio calls.
Alright, 10-4, I got you going into 1.
This one is Citywide Criminal Trespass Apartment 51511 through 5151. What the says on the 8th floor. See complaint regarding 3 male whites breaking into the apartment with the electric drill. The building manager is downstairs in the lobby. I got that present zone 11.
For the units in 12 Citywide and assault in progress at Jewel, 1220 South Ashland, 1220 South Ashland at the Jewel. There's a female black in the store threatening and yelling at the staff. It's a female black 23 wearing an all-black jacket, green pants, and black blinged-out shoes. No weapon seen, nothing further, 12th District, Zone 3.
Unit 19 of Citywide coming in. There's a person with a gun, 3930 North Pine Grove, apartment 1502. Maria's reported that her ex-husband took her package. They both live in the same building. He's very abusive, and the caller is concerned for her safety. He's at home right now. He has a gun. He drinks and smokes marijuana. Nothing further. Zone 2 clear. 7391 David.
3216.
3216.
Can you hold me down, go to the area, please?
Alright, 10-4. It's going to be 0922. Alright, 7397 Charlie. You got 133 headed over there for your transport. 7391 Dave. 7391
David.
7383 Dave. Do you need a transport over there?
No, force fine.
Alright.
7382
82 boy.
My number, bus ride, going east about Roosevelt from Kilbourne, bus number 8100.
09259. 09259. Alright, if I have anybody over at the Blue Line in Jefferson Park by the buses, we're getting a check well-being. Female caller stated that a male was beating her, but then she started talking to somebody else and hung up.
7387 David and Charlie.
87 David and Charlie.
Can we get 2 event station platform for the Logan Square Blue Line?
09278, 09278, and 09280, 09280.
Yep. 7334.
7383 boy.
Up 2 numbers from 96 in the red line, upper and lower.
Upper 09292, 09292. Lower 09293, 09293.
5700 Adam.
5700 Adam.
PH is up. We got an LPI here for a straight deal that's going westbound on 79 to Dan Ryan. Eddie King, 21612. That's a black Chevy Malibu.
Alright, westbound on the Dan Ryan from 79th Street, or westbound 79th Street from the Dan Ryan. It's going to be Eddie King 21612. The straight steel on a black Chevy Malibu.
700 Adam is northbound on Dan Ryan and 79.
Oh, that makes more sense. Okay, northbound on the Dan Ryan from 79th Street. Oh, it's still on the Dan Ryan. PH1, are you still out there?
PH1, what vehicle is that?
A black Chevy Malibu, Eddie King 21612.
Alright, keep the updates coming. We're coming from the west side.
Alright, 1-4.
7363.
7363.
Dropping off units at Clark and Lee. If I could get a event number for drop off.
09313, 09313.
4734.
4734.
Could I please get a homeland number for 1110 North Branch?
Sure, it's 09320, 09320.
5700 Adam.
5700 Adam.
passing 59th Street, express lane number 4.
Alright, that vehicle is going to be passing 59th Street, express lane number 4.
7382 Charlie.
7382 Charlie.
This number 4314. Red number is one stop on the Michigan from Monroe.
09328, 09328.
391 David.
91 David.
Self-transporting to 1196 on the mile.
Alright, it's going to be 1750.
5700 Adam.
5700 Adam. Alright, PH, passing route.
Alright, copy. 57 Adam, 33rd.
Alright, northbound passing 33rd.
You're listening to Night District in the City West, gonna burglary in progress, 3000 South Lowell. The neighbor calls saying an unknown person is breaking into their apartment through the front door. The call is 13 minutes away in a white Lexus, nothing further. Zone 13 is clear.
91 David.
91 David.
We landed 107.
1752.
Red line Roosevelt, on for station with the platform.
Alright, 91 David, I got you landing at 1752. And who needs the event numbers for Red Line and Roosevelt?
My apologies, 7585 David.
That's okay, I got it. It's going to be 09364, 09364, and 09365, 09365.
4. 7383 Charlie.
7385 Charlie.
Yes, 7383 Charlie. Can you get 2 event numbers, 79 for a line, upper and lower, please?
Alright, upper 09373, 09373. Lower 09375, 09375.
Thank you. PH1 Citywire, I think I got a possible going northbound Ryan coming up to 18.
Alright, PH1 has a possible coming up to 18.
391 David.
91 David.
You throw a 2021 in the box. You don't have to read it out.
Alright, it's in there. 7397 Charlie.
Going in 1 to process order.
Alright, 10-4, I got you going into 1.
7303.
7303.
Deuce is John Avalanche 69 going to Victoria Hospital.
Alright, that event number is 09150, 09150.
PH1, I need to confirm the possible. It's northbound coming up to, let us know if it hits Grand.
Alright, 5700 Adam.
5700 Adam, we haven't got any on that.
Alright, 5700 Adam saying they haven't gotten any hits on it.
Yeah, we just passed Lake.
Alright, so let us know if you get something at Grand.
10-4.
For the units in 11 citywide, we have a battery in progress. 3710 West Coast, 3710 West Coast, 42. Eddie Marr is calling 15-year brothers fighting their mother. No weapons, nothing further. Zone 10, District 11 clear.
5700 Adam, we just got one on Grand.
Alright, it just hit a Grand, local lane number 3.
Alright, that's going to be it. We're trying to reacquire because of the Hubbard's Cave area.
Alright, 10-4.
265, local lane 3.
Where did it just hit?
Chicago.
Alright, just hit Chicago, still local lane number 3.
What's the plate again?
Eddie King, 2
21612, Eddie King, 21612, and a black Chevy Malibu. The street deal.
4755.
Go ahead.
This is Flash City White K9.
Good evening.
Any more updates on the Malibu? 6410 boy. Any more updates on the Malibu?
Nope. No updates. 5700, nothing else on that vehicle.
Nothing else.
They're trying to reacquire.
There's a stolen vehicle. Two of them they're chasing right now. Or tracking.
7386 Charlie.
7386 Charlie, post number 1214. VIN number from Michigan, going northbound from SubX.
Fire ticket at 09493, 09493.
7387 boy.
7387 boy.
The VIN numbers, please, for Jefferson and the Blue Line. Also for Adam.
09494.
Have another one for the platform.
Alright, the second one is going to be 09499.
7521 Eddie, Peter Wayne 1.
7521 Eddie.
Hey, good morning, Squad. Can you log off 7512 David from vehicle 7902?
So if David's logged off, you can log on now.
Thank you, sir.
We're caught up on our radio calls there. There's a couple of stolen cars they're chasing. Some stuff happening on the trains. That's what's going on. We'll maybe ride somewhere here. Maybe we'll go out a diagonal street somewhere and then we'll end up.
7372.
Let's see what's going on.
7372.
Yes, Squad. Can I get two of the numbers for 69th and the rest, 79th and the rest?
2 for 79th is 09511 and 09514.
7388 David.
7388 David.
We get two event numbers for upper and lower, Blue Line and Clinton.
Alright, take event number 09518 and 09520.
7383 Charlie.
733 Charlie, go.
Can you show up getting lunch at 87th State, please?
09523.
7387 Charlie and David.
87 Charlie David.
Can you show us riding the Blue Line from Logan Square to Jefferson Park, train 140?
You said Jefferson Park to Logan, right? You said from Jeff. Let me switch. Alright, take event 09534, 09534.
We're on the north side of Chicago. This is California and Fullerton, by the way, if you don't know where we're at. Alright, this might be North Logan Square, South Avondale. Right there, maybe. I might see somebody in Garfield Park today. We'll see. Maybe I'll shoot down there. Let's see, I gotta check if I got something here. Yeah, I got some. I'm gonna give something to somebody in Garfield Park, some guys I know. So I'm gonna go down to Garfield Park maybe and see some people. Oh. Sorry about that earlier, but I'm just the way I am. You get what I am. I'm unfiltered, so if you don't like it, you don't like it. That's it. That's the way life goes. That's why the MAGAs don't like me recently, because I say you're lying, cheating pricks, right? MAGAs are weirdos, man. Look, there's guys that say all Republicans are MAGAs, which is a lie. That's a bold. Imagine you put yourself and you make these generalized weird statements. Go ahead. We haven't been here for a while. How about this one here? I like this. This one is one. Oh man, gentrification. Look at it. This is a pretty wild one here. See that there?
Units in 9 in citywide. We're having a assault in progress at 1454 West 47th Street in McDonald's. Probably says male Hispanic. In the lobby, threatening staff, refusing to leave. Brown hat on a bike, beer bottle in his hand, unknown weapons, nothing further. Zone 13 clear.
That's why the MAGAs are coming after me, because their Epstein file stuff is backfiring, right?
Units in 19 citywide, theft in progress, 3630 North Southport.
They were all jacked up about that stuff. And then when it's coming to release them, they're like, oh, it's a distraction. Really? Oh, man, I don't know if I can get through here, man.
09556, 09556.
That's how you can tell they're cheaters and liars, right? And that's not all Republicans. It's just the weirdos, the extremists, the extreme MAGAs, right? The extremists. Just like the Antifas, the extremists. Right? They're the ones that are on the internet. Most of them, man, who wants a Christmas tree there, man? Maybe I should grab that one. That looks like a good one there. Yeah, we're gonna grab that tree. How about that? I'm gonna grab that Christmas tree. I could use one. There you go. It's a fresh tree, right? Yeah, get a tree where you can get it, right? My wife will be happy, right? Guys throwing out this nice Christmas tree. Hey guys throwing out that nice tree, man. Christmas yet. Oh man, I wouldn't expect that. Don't worry about it. It's still good. I know that you guys ain't done. I know that, guys. It's beautiful weather, ain't it? Take it easy. Merry Christmas. Hey, guys, you want to see this one? Check this out, man. It's a little dry, though. See, you guys can't put lights on it. Look at that. I got me a damn Christmas tree. Look at that, even with a wreath. Look at this. See, it's too dry, though. That's the problem. You put a light on that, it's gonna burn your house down, but you gotta be careful, man. There you go, man. I got me a Christmas tree. Woohoo! Christkindl is happy, right? There you go.
Is it Jackson, the red line or blue line? Red line. $09582 and $09585.
Ooh, I got me a Christmas tree. Now I'm happy. Missy Door's like, yeah, that was a little dry. That was a little dry there, huh? All right, let's see if I can get out of it. That was a good turn here. Look, it came here. I gotta get a stand for that one though. I don't know where the heck I'm at. I have no clue where I'm at right now. My hands are sticky because on them they got the sap on them, right? I don't know where the heck I'm at right now. Where am I? What am I doing? I don't know where I'm at. What's this guy doing, man? Alright, let's keep moving, right? Might go up to the blue line, check out the drug addicts up there by the blue line. I gotta put my seatbelt on. Oh, this is the blue line, by the way. We're close to Logan Square right now. Let me post that video. I love that. That's a beautiful tree, right, Marianne? Marianne's like, hey, he's got lucky, got a nice... The wreath is no good, though. There you go. I got me a tree, except it's a little dry. It might start on fire, so I got to be careful. That's a beautiful one there, ain't it? You know, the store is over with. Say they're probably going to be closed for the Christmas. So they came in today, tomorrow, and they get rid of it because they don't want it to burn down their store or whatever, right? There we go, man. Man, look at that, Missy Dorsey. Like, man, that dude just got a Christmas tree. That knucklehead. There's a scooter there, but I don't know if that's free there. Yeah, you know. Hey, God blesses us with the things we need. God gives us the things we need. I'm really happy right now. I'm going to tell you, because I was just talking to my wife about a Christmas tree today. She's like, she's not into Christmas trees. She's Japanese, but we do Christmas and gifts and all of that, right? But whatever, we don't got space right now in our place. And we were just talking about a tree this morning, seriously. I'm like, what are we going to do? She goes, we don't need it. You're going to spend money, blah, 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 blah. You know how it goes when you talk, right? Go back. You know, look, if you're married or you've got a partner or whatever it is, you know what I'm talking about. You know those talks. It's not an argument. It just goes back and forth. One person wants something, the other person doesn't want it. You know what I'm talking about. Everyone's had those talks. It's not an argument, just a talk, right? You go back and forth. And then you go, okay, whatever. So guess what? I just got me one for free. So what? You can't give up a free tree, man. Look at that, man. They got burners over here. Look at that. They got street burners here. See that in this area? See that? There you go. See that there? They got a street, whatever you call that. They got burners there to keep people warm. Pretty nice, ain't it? This is Logan Square, man. This is gentrification central here, huh? They pushed out all the Puerto Ricans and blacks out of these areas here. That's how life goes. Oh. What are we gonna go? We're gonna go up. Well, I might get me a coffee. I got tea here. I got a whole thing of tea, but I feel like a coffee. Jack me up a little bit. Maybe I'll get a milkshake, but I shouldn't get a milkshake. I don't do dairy products in the winter because I got bad bronchitis. So I try not to do any dairy stuff in the winter. It's bad because I like ice cream. I like cereal. Oh, I love cereal. Oh, yeah. You know what I like?
Exit the tank. Lakeshore Drive in Jackson. I'm okay.
Okay, which way you facing?
Southbound.
So yeah, I don't do the dairy because it's bad for you, right? And then so it kind of makes me sad because I literally like cereal. Honey Oats Crunch, yeah, I love that. Oh, that's my favorite cereal there. Oh, nice crispy flakes with the crunch, the oat crunches in there and all that. Oh man, it's so delicious. Oh, I could eat that all day long. I don't even need to eat no regular meal if I eat that. Look at that. Here we go. We got the crazy bike lanes up here. So I might stop at this McDonald's up here and get me a coffee. We'll see. I'm thinking of some. We might do some other stuff today. I'm thinking of we're gonna go check something else. Yeah, that wreath is bad though. It's
7386 George.
86 George.
I think there's a McDonald's here, right?
event numbers, Clark and Lake, upper and lower.
Oh man, it's gonna hit the top, right? It's gonna hit the top, man. I gotta check that, right? Let's check if I don't hit the top there.
09649 and 096.
I don't want to wreck the tree for a coffee. Am I gonna hit it or what? Am I gonna make it? I don't want to hit the top there. Alright, I gotta go around because it's gonna hit the top of that thing there, right? We're just gonna get a medium coffee. There's no milkshakes. Hello?
Please select to the next speaker. We'll take your order there.
Alright. Next speaker, but I gotta watch it. Got a Christmas tree. I don't want to wreck it. Oh, it hit that damn thing up there, see? Hello?
How can I help?
Now give me a medium coffee.
How many grams total?
None. I just want it black. That's it, my brother. Alrighty. I gotta maybe watch where I pull. I got a Christmas tree on my truck. See that? Am I gonna make it there? Because I got a Christmas tree up there. You see that? I ain't gonna wreck the roof, am I? See my tree over there? I just found that one for free.
It looked good too.
They threw it out, man. I got it, man. I jacked that sucker, man. I ain't giving up no Christmas trees. Just save me some money for some gifts.
Yeah, you right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it looked good too.
Hey, that's a nice one, ain't it? It's a fresh one. I gotta watch out so I don't burn down the house. I'll be burning down my house with a free tree, man. I'll be stupid then. There you go, my brother. How much I owe you?
176.
Isn't that good? All right, thank you there. There you go. Yeah, I'm live feeding. All right, thank you. You have a great Christmas, all right? Be safe with your family. Merry Christmas, okay? Thank you for the good service. I like this McDonald's, okay? You got to do a good job here, okay? All righty, let's keep moving, right? I gotta watch. I don't break your roof. I got a tree on the back of my car there. Santa just came by. You better be careful, man. He's coming to your house, too. See you, brother. There we go. Let's keep moving, right? All right, what are we doing here? Oh, that coffee smells good. I'll tell you that. All right, let's go. Man, where's everybody? Man, they're all scared up here, man. Want to get carjacked and robbed. Look at this. Look at this. The liberal bastion of... You know what? We might do a video up here. Why don't we do that? Let me put my video on here. I'm talking, and we can do a nice video, right? Look at this. There we go. We do a nice video here. How about that? What time is it? 6:22, right? We'll do a little U-turns, right? What's up, everybody? It's 6:22 p.m., December 22nd, 2025. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays, whatever you, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. Everything should be joyous and happy. So we're up here in Logan Square, right? This is the bastion of liberalism and communism and socialism. Che Guevara, you name it. It's all up here, right? But what I noticed, it's a beautiful day. It's my temperature on my car says 52 degrees. I'm sweating, by the way. So it's so warm out. It's Christmas week, right? Most of these people are remote workers. They don't work anyways. But what do you notice? There's no one out. There's no one out. Here, there you go, man. That whole shopping store is empty. Look at that there. That one's abandoned there. There's no one out here, man. Why aren't you out for dinner? Why aren't you buying some Hanukkah stuff or whatever you do, man? I don't know what they do for Hanukkah. I just do Christmas, right? Gifts. But think about it. There ain't nobody out here, man. There's no one walking. There's no bike lane. There ain't nothing, man. Where is everybody, right? Why aren't you celebrating? Why aren't you having fun, right? Kind of weird, right? I just got me a good coffee over here at the McDonald's. It's a good McDonald's. If you like a good McDonald's, the one here in Logan Square is a good McDonald's. Nice, clean McDonald's. Always good fresh coffee over here. Delicious. Look at that. You don't see nobody. It's beautiful out. Man, look at that. The whole store is empty there. See that store over there? That's empty. There ain't nobody here, man. It's beautiful out. You want to see? I got 50 degrees on my dashboard. Let me show you this, man. I ain't pulling your leg. Oh, man, I can't take that camera off. Well, look, it says 52 degrees. I can feel it. I'm sweating because I got all my underwear on and everything. You know what I mean? The long johns and all that. There ain't nobody here, man. What's up with everybody? They're all scared. I was saying earlier before I did the videotape, and I'm like, yeah, they're all afraid to get carjacked and robbed and beat up. They just had a bunch of burglaries up here and robberies all up and down here, man. Merry Christmas. There you go, man. They got Christmas stuff. You don't see nobody out here, man. What is it? Bah humbug stuff up here or what, man? It looks like bah humbug, don't it? There ain't nobody out. Oh, that coffee's hot. That coffee's really hot. Yeah, there ain't nobody out. Should we turn around, make a U-turn? So we're up here by Central Park. Why don't we make a U-turn here? We'll go back down, and we're going to go all the way down to North Avenue. So we're going to make a long video here. How about that? Nah, you know what? Why don't we go straight? We're going to do this video another time, right? We'll do it another time. We're going to keep going straight. Then we're going to go down. We might cut down the... We're going to do some zigzagging today, and we're going to check out some... Where's people spending the money today, right? That's what we're going to try to find. I don't see nobody up here. It's all dead here now. There ain't nobody. There's a sausage stop there, man. Shop. Sausages, right? Oh, I smell some Polish up here, man. I smell some... Oh, man. There you go, man. Check this out, man. Look at this. Look at that. Is that cool or what? Now, that's a nice little thing there, man. We might have to... Look at that. Is that cool or what? Now that's a nice decoration there, man. Check that out. Forget those people, those communists and socialists. They don't want to spend money. Forget those suckers. There's some nice... There, look at that. There's some nice stuff there. Look at that. That's a nice house right there, man. Look at that. Now that is a decoration there. Look at that. Is that beautiful or what? Yeah, that's nice there, man. That's nice. I like that. See that? That's cool. That's Festivus right there, man. That's nice. Forget those guys. Let's talk about fun stuff. Forget the economy and all these crimes and all that. Forget them, man. Then let's focus on some good stuff or something, man. Let's do something else, man. I haven't figured it out yet, right? There we go. It's warm outside. It's beautiful. I gotta drink my coffee. Where's all these Logan Square communists? Aren't they spending no money that they ripped off from the taxpayers? There we go.
Unit 19 Citywire, criminal damage recovery in progress, 4130 North Kenmore, reporting a male, black, about 35'6", low haircut, green coat, jeans, white gym shoes, kicking, damage in the second and third floor entrance doors, trying to gain access into the building. Nothing further, zone 2.
That dude's a little homeless there, looks like, right? Oh, I got my windows down and everything. It's beautiful. Yay, I think you can turn... let's see what's the temperature on the computer here. What's the temperature? Oh, it's nice out, man. It's beautiful. I got my windows down, no hat on. I might take my shoes and socks off soon. It's beautiful. All right, which way are we gonna go? We're gonna go down Belmont. How about that? We'll go down Belmont, do a little bit of that. Oh, It's beautiful out. Good coffee. Got me a Christmas tree. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. You know, like I said, we're going to try to change it up. We do what we want. We drive around, do our videotaping. You see what happens. If start doing the one thing, then people start doing something, then I get react, and I get mean and nasty, and I don't like being mean and nasty. I'd rather be festival, you know, and let's have a nice Christmas holiday season, right? It'd be beautiful. You know, what did I say earlier, and then we didn't hold on to it? I think it was last week, and I said, I hope there's no killings, but there was a killing. 18-year-old was killed last night. I wish there was no murders from now until the New Year's. I wish, I'm begging for it, right? That there's a truce. Whether the gangs get the money from Brandon Johnson, all that corruption, forget it, who cares? As long as there's no killing. I wish for that. I wish that everybody, we have that right now. That's what I wish for. You know, you can call me what you want and say what you want, but those people who say that don't understand who I am, right? You don't get it. Because you're just a person that plays on the internet, man. And that's all you are. You're not serious about life. You're not serious about working. You're not serious about having families, living a good life, having a coffee, getting a Christmas tree, having friends, going out with, like me and Marietta just went out. We had a great dinner the other day. We were talking some crazy stuff. We're going to tell you what we're going to do in the coming New Year, but it's a surprise. But you see what I mean? That's the stuff we have to be doing. Building each other up. And I understand what that guy said. He goes, oh, you put people down low. A drug dealer is a drug dealer, bro. That's kind of a criminal, man. That ain't, you don't build that guy up, and then he's giving the addicts the drugs, and they're downtown beating people up and robbing them, man. How do you build somebody up like that? Man, we're not gonna do that, man. We don't do that. We don't do that fake stuff here. If you want treatment, you give me a call. I'll get you to a rehab place. That's okay with me. That's all right. You want to do an interview with me and you're a drug dealer, a gangbanger, talking about how you want to get out of there, how the lifestyle is a certain way and you can't get out and you're trapped, I'll put you on. That's okay with me. But if you want to play a game and what do you call it, glorify yourself and play a game, man, then we're not going to do that, man. It's beautiful. I got my windows open. Anybody find out what's the temperature? I might go to Niles. Anybody ever go to Niles? I don't think you can drive through there, though. It's a really nice, there's a couple of good neighborhoods. There's one in Willow Springs, a really nice neighborhood. Then the Niles, when you have to walk through. Everybody knows the one by the Niles? It's right by the highway there. The city of, I think that's Niles right there. And they got a whole decoration thing over there. It's really beautiful. Ain't none out here. How come these businesses don't decorate, right? Whatever. It is what it is, right?
For a station and platform check at Jefferson Park Blue Line.
09786. 09787.
37. I got in my car. It says 50. Look. It says 50 in my car. I got my windows open. Look at that. My windows are open. I'm like all burning up in here and stuff. It's gonna be close to 60, right, for Christmas. Close to 60. Alrighty, what was I gonna do? I need to... Lincolnwood, there you go. Should I go out there? What part of Lincolnwood? Maybe I'll go up there. You guys want to go see it? I'll put on some... Why don't we do lights? I don't care. Tell me what to do, man. Let's do something positive. You know what I do. I go after the crime, the murders, the rapists, and mayhems. I'm even said some weird stuff today I shouldn't have said, but hey, that's the way life goes. Lincolnwood, that's that way, right? That's by the north, right?
Sorry, we got a couple event numbers a couple minutes ago, but we didn't get the numbers. The
radio's not the greatest. Hey,
I wish I could, but I don't. What was Chicago on the red line?
negative. Make it Clark Lake 73, 89 boy and Charlie.
And maybe tomorrow I'll go up to Lincolnwood, huh? Or maybe, you know what? I'm thinking what I'm gonna do today. I'm close to Lincolnwood. I'm up here. I'm on Belmont.
So I gave it 86 George and Henry 13 minutes ago, so that wasn't too right. I got 85, boy. You say you 89, boy, right?
73, 89 boy and Charlie.
So you had.
You don't mind, please.
But you weren't the one that had the upper lower and the person usually scoring off the train, was it?
Yeah, that's a big 7-4.
Okay, I put under 85. I'll correct that. So the three events were 09697, 09698, and 097.
Stuffed potato with dressing.
I don't know how to use 95. They sound too much alike.
Are you teasing us? Oh man, it's all closed. All these corner stores are closed. Look at that. It's sad, ain't it? I don't even know where I'm at. Cicero now. I don't even know where I'm going. I'm just driving.
Alright, 94 Charlie. Take the 09808.
Candy store with Cicero. All right, so I'll go up there. I'll go on Cicero. The Peterson's north of here, right? And we'll go down south. All right, sounds good. That's good. Thanks, Tom. I appreciate it. We'll go straight. I gotta cut it off at 7 because I started at 4 today. I started early, so that's my 3-hour marker. But we'll get up there. We'll stop over there. I'll start going a little. Oh man, watch out! Don't run over that guy right there, man. I'll get a murder charge in on me. Let's go up to Peterson. That's where we're going. Cicero on Peterson. Candy Cane Lane. All right, there we go. That's where we're going, right? Oh, it got a little colder, man. Now I got all cold. I'm like, am I getting hot flashes? All right, when you're 57, do you get hot flashes? Is that like a man thing or what? I appreciate everybody watching. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for goofing around with me. Again, I apologize for my earlier outburst against that drug dealer, but hey, that's the way life goes. Ooh, wow. Well, that looks good. That looks like a good place to eat there. Did you just see that place? I had to check that. Look at this. Let's go. All right, we're going to Peterson. You see how I'm seeing new places here? That looked like a really good taqueria there. Really lively, really festive. Yeah, I like that. When a business takes care of themselves, I like that.
Charlie 1.
We're over right on Clark and Irving Park. We've got something that's flashing, some kind of strobe light up in the air. It doesn't look like a laser pointer, but some kind of light that's tan blinding. I don't know if anyone's been able to check it out.
You got Clark and Irving Park. Do you have a description of the person, or are they in the car, in the house?
No, so they're on the west side of Clark Street.
Are you listening?
Just standing on the street, just looking up and flashing this black light.
Okay, you said the north side of. I'm sorry, no, Clark Run. So you said the west side of Clark, north to west or southwest?
Yes, it's Clark, the south of Irving Park.
Well, where am I going? I'm going to Peterson, right? The Candy Lane, you said? That's where I'm going to, right? Tommy? That's where I'm going to. You told me to go up there. You said there's going to be some Christmas something up there, so that's where we're heading to. Peterson and Cicero. That's going to be our last stop on this show. I might do some other things a little later on. I got to go talk to some people, too. I got to see how that works out. So we're going to Cicero and Peterson.
I'll tell you what, it looks like I can't tell if the male or female. It's black coat, like a red.
Oh, Devon. Where is Devon? How?
Red, we flashing again.
Clark and something.
Black coat, red tote bag. Okay, we got the 19th district around.
Somebody's doing strobe lights and cars on. Where at? Brother, tell me which way I gotta go. Keep going straight or what? Where's Devon at? And then I turn, then west on. So I'm on Cicero. Should I go west on Devon or east on Devon still? Which way? Gotta tell me. Devon, not Peterson. All right, which way, though? Am I going back towards the lake, or am I going out of the city? Where's Devon at? All right, I got you, bro. We'll go right up there, man, and we'll throw some Christmas Hanukkahs on or something, man. We'll do some Hanukkah. How about that? It's Hanukkah or Bar Mitzvah? Which one it is, man? I don't know, man. I get confused with all these religions. All I believe in is God, some Christmas, Jesus was born right in the manger. Kind of, I do the basic religions, right? I don't do all that fancy stuff, right? Isn't Christmas about Jesus Christ being born in the manger? I think that's what it's about, in the North Star, right? That's the Christmas I know. That's about all I know right there. And Santa Claus, I don't know how Santa Claus is related to Jesus, but it's somewhere, they're related somewhere, aren't they? I don't know if they are or not. I don't know. I don't want to get into that, but that's Santa Claus's problem, not my problem. He's got to talk to Miss Claus about that, man. But that's all. That's my Christmas. You kind of get it. Simple Christmas. That's it. I don't know too much else. Jesus, the manger, he was born, North Star, right? That's it. Yeah, there you go. It's about Christ. It ain't about Santa, right? Santa came later, right? I don't know why. I don't know what Santa is. Maybe I'll do that on Tuesday or Wednesday. Maybe I'll read up on that. How Santa got involved in Jesus, right? Or how it got involved. That'd be a kind of a good story, wouldn't it? Maybe we do a TikTok or something like that, right? Maybe we do something like that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll have to do some reading. Maybe I'll watch some videos or something. Do the TED Talks or something and just see, kind of like, let's think about how did we get to this place where we have to do certain things and people get angry and then they do those bad things down in Australia and all these things because they believe in a certain religion and not a different religion. It's like, who cares, man? If you don't believe in Jesus Christ, that's good. Jesus Christ don't even get mad if you don't believe in Jesus Christ. Everybody knows that one, right? And where am I at? Montrose. I gotta go to Devon, right? Everybody knows that one. Jesus Christ waits for everybody who's ready. That's all. That's how that works, man. It's pretty simple. I mean, I learned a little bit about religion and Christ when I was, let's just say, in a place that I couldn't get out. Incarcerated. So yeah, I'm a returning citizen too. So, but the point I'm trying to make is you learn a lot when you have a little time on your hands. That's all you gotta say. So, and I learned. I think we had the Baptist guys in our neighborhood when I grew up in Little Village. You know, the ones in Hammond, Indiana. Those guys. They came around and we went on the bus and whatever. We went out to
7382 Adam.
What was it? Hammond, Indiana, right? And I don't get all, and I don't, hey, look, and I don't understand my kid is smarter than I am, my oldest kid.
Think of that, 099.
I don't understand the differences in the religions, and I understand Muslim and Jewish, right? I understand that, right? I understand that. But I don't understand, like, Baptist, Catholic, Protestant, Lutheran. I don't understand all. I know a little bit, but I don't know all of that stuff. It's like, isn't it all the same religion, right? I get Muslims, I get Buddhists, I get Hindu stuff, I get Jewish stuff. I understand that a little bit more, but I don't get the differences in the same religion, right? In the same Christian religion. I don't get all of that. I guess it's like Republicans, right? You got Tea Parties, MAGAs, conservatives, these. It's like the same thing with Democrats. You got the socialist Democrats, you got the conservative Democrats, you have the green Democrats. You know, I guess that's how it goes. So even in the religions, you have divisions, right? Which is whatever, I guess. I'm trying to, as I'm doing something, I'm trying to do something, right? Lawrence, all right, so we're going to Devon, and then we're going, at Devon, we're making, going west, right? I don't want to get hit by that guy there. We're going north. Devon, west. Oh, man, I ain't gonna remember all of that, my brother. Long Meadow. I don't even know where the heck I am. I'm a Southsider, my brother. Hey, man, Long Meadow, I have to punch that into the computer or something. Then you start telling me side streets, I'm gonna get lost. But I'll figure it out, brother. We'll do it together. Do I got time yet? I got 15 minutes. Am I gonna make it? If not, if I go over to 3 hours, then I'll do something, right? Where am I at? Devon or not? How far do I gotta go yet? I don't even know where I'm at. I'm at Elston now. I'm telling you, I'm not a North Sider. I lived on the North Side, but by Belmont. And in towards the city, right? Not out here. This is places where I'm not from.
Yeah, Charlie Henry 1, where do you get gas? At the Vertiport, or you go to...
2 blocks from Sister. Okay, that's easy then. So just straight. Okay.
We're going to be going to the Vertiport. I don't see any squads talking to us.
Alright, so you going to Costco. Okay.
I want to go to Costco.
Charlie Henry 1, if they stop them, let me know what you want them to do.
Once I get to Devon, then I'll be there, right? Well, we're at Foster now. I gotta hurry up. We'll get there. There we go. We're gonna get to our time limit at 7. Thanks, Tommy. Appreciate you, man. I'm trying to set something up to TikTok, and it's giving me trouble here. This TikTok crap. I'm trying to be a TikToker too. I don't think that's a good idea, man. I think ain't they Chinese or something like that? The TikTokers, they're like a cult, right? Or is TikTok a cult? I don't even know half this crap. I got all these accounts and TikToks and whatever else crap, man. I can't keep up with all this.
Units on the citywide 632 is getting loud reports just west of their location, 9053 South Princeton, 6 District 98.
Throw some Christmas music on. Forget these calls. Devon is coming. Oh, there's a nice tree there. Oh, I gotta slow down. I got that dumb tree on my truck, right? Here I'm going 50 miles an hour and I got a tree on the back of my truck. I wasn't smart, Miss Door. I'm driving and I put the gas pedal down, right? And I go, oh, I got a Christmas tree on the back of my truck here. It ain't tied down. I don't have it tied. I just got it shoved in there. It's whoever's in back of me shouldn't be in back of me. They might get a Christmas tree in the middle of their car there, man. We will plead the Fifth Amendment. That's it. We ain't gonna know nothing about no Christmas tree. We'll say it came from Santa Claus.
Let me get an event number for
I ain't got no rope or none of that. You know how I am. Oh, I know these woods. I've been in these woods. This is the first woods that I smashed my Jeep in. I got a dent in here. There's actually cool spots out here. Really cool places. There's a cool woods up here. It's all like, it's weird because the houses are next to the woods up here. It's really nice. It's like suburbs up here, but it's still the city. I think I still got the tree on my truck. I think we'll be okay.
7386 Frank. 86. Yes, Clyde, can you read off the last 2 events? Or go for me again?
Yeah, Jackson, the rail line at 1830. I had you on event 09759 up, and Jackson rail line was 9761 for the lower.
Alrighty, where are we going now? Where are we by Devon yet or what? Is this Devon? Where are we at? Central and Peterson. How far? Where we gotta go, Devon? Am I gotta go keep going or what? I don't even know, man. I told you I don't know my way around up here. Alright, let's check this out. Devon. Let's go. Oh, I gotta get me a new phone. This phone is giving me a headache here. I think Devon is, Devon's coming up. Devon's the next main street. And then you said Meadow, right?
86 John.
Meadow Lane, right?
Northwestern, please, for half hour.
Alright, and then we're gonna go to Meadow Lane. Devon and...
You said Southwestern or North?
Northwestern.
Is Devon here? We're getting close. Meadowview Drive. That's where we're going, right, bro? I got it right here. It's coming up on the internet, it looks like. No, not New Jersey, man. It's telling me New Jersey. We ain't going to no New Jersey.
That seat don't exist. Hold on. Fine, for lunch, take 10027. 10027. You know you're gonna come in there?
Make a right here. Long Meadow, okay. Glen Lake. Alright. Oh man, look at that. They're nice over here. Look at that. Oh, that's the, what is that, cop station or what? That's beautiful there. Look at that. That's nice there. They did a nice job there.
And 10037.
Alright, this is Devon coming up. Make a right. Oh, right, not a left. Okay. I don't got a blinker on that side. My blinker is out. This guy ain't. I gotta get me a new bulb. Left on Devon. Okay, left. I thought you meant right, bro. It's Devon over here, man. I gotta watch I don't lose that Christmas tree in the back. Left on Devon. There we go. Here we go. Alright, don't lose that Christmas tree in the back. Well, that guy's riding a mini bike out here illegally, huh? I don't know. Yeah, there's dirt trails back here, man. Alright, Meadow Lane, right? This Meadow Lane, did I just miss it? No, that's Lennox. Alright, we gotta keep going, man. How far down do I gotta go, my brother? Oh, there's trees over there, too. There's a whole bunch over there. Oh, look, I might have been down in this neighborhood at one time. A long time ago. All right, let's get out of here. This means, man. Alright, let's get going. We gotta get my other camera because we want to get we want to get a video of this, right? Because this is a special trip. Meadow. Which way do I gotta go on Meadow Lane? Left or right, my brother? Alright, let's go here. Pro. Oh, man, I got it on Pro on my other camera. That means it's going to be a good video there. Which way? Turn right? Wait, I can't see some word came. Long Meadow, alright. We're getting somewhere, right? Where are we at? Lima. Right? Alright, so we gotta go. Alright. I gotta get my little flasher fixed. My blinker is busted in the back. Spokane. Oh, in Washington or something? Am I getting close, bro? Well, I don't know where the heck I'm at. I don't think I ever been up here. Let's look. Oh man, they got a Christmas something in that one. Ice cream shop there. I don't remember being up here. Central. I think I've been here, but during the daytime. It looks different here at night. Oh man, look at that. There's a nice tree there. Look at that right there. See that one there?
What, Charlie one?
See that tree there? That's a nice one there. See that there? Turn right. Yeah, my other phone it's just all jacked up, man. I don't have no, my other phone is just not working right. Turn around, I passed it. So I gotta go right. I'll turn up here, man. Okay, I see where he is. Oh, my phone ain't working right. Alright, let's go over here. How about that? Oh, left on Spokane. I go to Spokane then. What the hell is this, man? Oh man, I'm in a cul-de-sac and I can't wreck. They got fences here. I don't want to drive over the fence. Look at that nice little hedges there. They be calling the cops on me out here. That's a nice tree over there. It's weird. My phone ain't working right. I punched the stuff in and it don't work. Alright, so we're going back to Spokane. Oh, let's go, let's go. Oh, we're gonna make this light or not? Yeah, you need to stop there, my brother. I got a bigger car than you, man. Some of these people are weird, man. Oh. Loading constituents. I don't know what this means. Why does it tell me I need to load another software? And where am I going? Am I going right or left? I got a left on Spokane. That's up here, right? It's weird. Spokane right here, right? Is that this the way? They ain't got gangbangers up here, do they? You ain't sending me to a death trap, are you? Or a bunch of whatever they are up here. This is Spokane, brother. Now we're gonna go to Long Meadow, right? Long Meadow is over here. Oh, they got some nice houses here. Oh, we should put on some Christmas music. Oh man, look at that! There we go. Yeah, we're gonna do some Christmas music now. What do you guys say? Christmas music? Where are we at? Now we're going to Long Meadow, right? Oh, look at that one there. That's a nice one there. Even got the nice American flag there. That's nice there. I like that one. Look at that. That's simple. Look at that. That is nice. One color, everything's nice. Look at that. That's beautiful, isn't it? That's nice. We're gonna go to Long Meadow, which is over here, right? That was a nice one there. With the American flag too, that was nice. That was nice, wasn't it? It was perfect. Not too crazy, it was just easy and simple. Alright, Long Meadow is somewhere over here, right? Well, I see a bunch of them down that way. I'll find a good spot. You'll see, and we'll do a tour. Oh man, you're gonna see this big. Look at, you're gonna see this one over here. Watch this one over here, man. Check this out over here. Checking out some displays here. Check that out there. That's pretty cool. The way that tree is halfway. See that there? That's nice. There we go, man. Oh man, look at that big one over there. There's a big one coming up. Watch this. Oh man, look at that one. Oh man, that's huge. Alright, come on, bro. Okay, I'm gonna go over here and then go a different way. Look at that. See that one there? That's huge. Look at that. That. Oh man, they got a lot over here. Look at that one. That's huge there. Look at that. That's nice. There you go, right? Long Meadow is behind me. I know that. Got some nice ones out here. They got some money out here, man. They ain't playing, I'll tell you that. Look at that. Oh man, they got a bunch over here. Look at that. Thanks, Tommy. Our viewer Tommy told us where to go. Thank you, my brother. It's cool. Oh man, that's a nice one there. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate you. Look at that. Look at that one there. That's cool. Oh, they got the Nutcracker Ballet right there. Look at that there. Oh man. Oh, at your 3? There's a car in back of me, I can't. Oh yeah, there's a lot of people driving here, man. Alrighty. Long Meadow is, we're gonna go this way, right? There you go, how about that, man? We're gonna go hit Long Meadow now. That's nice right there. Look at that simple one. See that there? I'm gonna take you guys out. I know a few spots out in the suburbs, Willow Springs and stuff. We're gonna do, this is what we're gonna do every night. I'm gonna find, I might even go to a spot tonight later. On my second, oh man, look at this cool one over here. Watch this. Look at that tree up there. Check this out. Holy cow. Oh man, there's people walking. I gotta watch it. Holy cow, man. They're all, you got all these houses all decorated up. Check this out. Every house is decorated here almost. There's people walking around here. It's pretty nice. Yeah, that's where I'm going to Long Meadow. I think I'm on it right now, actually. Yeah, I'm on Long Meadow now. I'm going north, and I'll turn around up here, go south. Oh man, look at that one there. See that one there? It's got all the Frosty the Snowmans there. Alright, we're gonna do a U-turn over here, right? I'm pretty sure we're on Long Meadow now. Yeah, we're a little over our 3-hour limit. Oh well, that's the way life goes. We ain't shutting this baby down today. Well, I'll just cut it out. I like that little, that's the invasion of the, Frosty the Snowman's there, man. I got some videos we're gonna put up too. See, I can only do that on Twitter. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate you. That's why we got the best viewers on SubX.News. 1, 100, or 1,000,000. It don't matter. All we need is one. Tom just gave us this cool spot to check out. Appreciate you, Tom. See that? People are walking here. Wow, they got a blue one over here. Look at that blue one over there. They got all kinds of cool stuff over here. See that there? See that there? So there's people walking around here, man. Yeah, bro, you need to just chill out. There's people all jacked up wanting to drive. Wow, look at that. They got a tree house there, man. Check that house over there, man. Is that cool or what? There you go, man. See that there? Look at that. Is that cool or what? There's a guy all jacked up behind me, man. Go ahead, bro. Come on. Go ahead, dude. Go. Yeah, man. Relax, man. Oh, man, you got the Grinch right there. Look at that. You got the Grinch. Oh, man, you want to see? You see that house right there? Check that one out there, man. It's got sparkles coming down or something. See that there? There you go, man. That cool or what? Merry Christmas, everybody. We'll be doing this. I think this is a better... Oh, man, that's an expensive house, too. Look at that. They got a balcony or something in there. See the inside there? Look at that. That's expensive there, man. Look at that. They got a... what is that? The manger scene there? Yeah, these are some nice houses here. Regular ranch there. Nice. Oh, man, look at that. That's all modern inside. They got that white leather in that one, man. These are some nice houses here, man. This is like the Brady Bunch houses. The ones that the Joneses got. Oh, man, look at this one. That's huge. Look at that. Is that nice or what? Look at that. Is that beautiful? Look at that one. Wow, Wow, they got the reindeers. They got everything in there. They got the manger scene. Look at that. There you go, man. There you go, man. You got too many around here, man. Oh, we're gonna have to go down this street here, man. I'm gonna have to go down that way, right? Look at that. I don't even know I can get through here, man. Look at that, man. Look at that. There we go, right? I don't even know how I can get through here. Is this an exit, a turnaround, or what, man? How do I get around here, man? Is this a one-way or what, man? How do I get out of here? Oh, we gotta go like that. Look at that. They got the Snoopy scene there. See that there? Look at that. There you go. We're gonna have to make a U-turn here, right? There we go, like that. Make sure I don't run over nobody, right? There we go. See that there? There we go. How about that? See that there? You guys see that one? That's the Snoopy scene there. See that there? That's all Snoopy stuff there. See that there? Look at that. That's nice there, huh? Alright, there we go. I got a few places. You guys got me going now. I know some spots. We're gonna have Christmas themes now. You got me going. It's nice right here. Yeah, it's beautiful, ain't it? There you go, man. Check that out. That's a nice one. Look at that. That's beautiful. Look at that one. I think we seen this one, right? I think we did. No, maybe we did. That's nice. We'll go down this way, and that'll be it. All right, guys? Yeah, I think we seen that one there. You guys gotta remind me, man. I'm going in circles, man. I don't know my way around here. Did we see that one there with the... Look at those lights in front of us. I'll show you this one. They got a lot of them out here. There you go. How about that one there, huh? Yeah, we've seen that one. We've been on this block. Alrighty, guys. I gotta cut it off. Thanks, Tommy. I appreciate you. I thank you, Tom. We might go hit another spot tonight, but I gotta cut the video off. I'm over the limit, whatever it is. You know how that is. I appreciate you, Tom. Let's thank Tom for bringing us up here, seeing these beautiful lights. If you got places that you know there's some cool lights, we'll go check them out. Yeah, I'm going in circles, but I don't think I've seen this one yet. So we're gonna end up here. Did we see this one yet? I don't know, man. You gotta remember these. I don't remember all of this stuff. I drive too much. That's a cool one there. Look at that. I don't know if we've seen this one yet. See that there? That's beautiful. Look at that. See that? Everybody comes here driving, checking it out with their kids. Look at that. That's beautiful, man. That's nice. They did a nice job here. Look at that. Look at that. There you go. Take it easy, everybody. Love everybody. Talk to you later. SubX.News signing off. 7:13 p.m. December 12th. December 22nd, 2025. Talk to you everybody later. Bye.